Yeah.
Yeah.
Was really good. Was really good. Welcome to Untitled Live, episode 240. We here, baby. We here.
Welcome.
Welcome. Word. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. We are 18 subscribers away from 2,000. So we definitely moved up. I was hoping to hit the 2,000 before we got here, but it's almost there. It's fine. It's it's trickling. You know, we're not losing subscribers, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get 18 new subscribers for the end of the show tonight? Tell your friends.
Yo, for real. Yeah, share this shit.
Share it.
Share it, man. You know, if it's your first time coming across this channel or this live, man, we're Untitled Live. We talk about all things here. We're a mixed bag podcast. We're waiting for Red right now. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I did text him, so hopefully everything is okay. But he should be on. What else? Again, guys, if you guys want to like support the channel, go ahead and become a member. It's $5 a month. It'll help the channel grow and help us kind of like keep the lights on. So if you guys don't want to, it's cool. It's a free show. You don't have to. But if you do, great, fantastic. We got some topics today. We got some topics. If you guys want to follow what we're talking about, the link is you go to the description. We have a complete rundown of what we're gonna be talking about today, so you're not lost. So everything should be there. Hopefully, I think I updated the description. I'm not sure if one of you guys can check, but I think it's there. I think everything is there.
It seemed like you don't ever get my end of the editing though. It'd be mad doubles and stuff going on my end.
Hey, how does somebody become a member?
Oh, how? So what you do is if you're on desktop or you're on Android or you're on YouTube on Safari, I wouldn't say the app. You go to our channel, to our main page. It says subscribe, and it's gonna say join. And if you join, you get a couple of perks. You get some emotes, some custom emotes, as well as some loyalty badges. So
nice.
So depending on how long you stay a member, your badges change within time. And I believe the last one is the Nick badge. You get that, I believe. You get that in 3 years.
God damn.
You get that in 3 years, bro.
Maybe around that time we'll be getting a chip.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Let's see here. I didn't get your update here. I'm not sure what's up with iCloud. Why iCloud doesn't it some days it collabs and some days it don't. So I don't know what's going on. Nothing changes in the permission, so I don't know why it's not updated. I don't know either, man. I guess we could do a quick temperature check, man. Here we go. Red Nasty's in the building. Oh, where he's at? There he goes. Red.
Yo, what up?
What's good? What's good?
Well, go on, Mr. Beast.
Chilling.
And we got. Nah, you can't be doing that, bro.
Hey,
Yo, man, became a member. He trying to get some emotes.
I got the emotes.
Oh, that's what's up, man. There you go. First member.
Word.
It comes out kind of wonky on the chat here, but if I believe.
Yeah, I'm looking at it over here.
Yeah, because if StreamYards, it's not like YouTube, but if you go on YouTube, it'll have all the proper emotes. Yeah, I see it here. It's perfect.
The emotes.
I see it here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's cool. Cool stuff. I might add more emotes after a while. I think once we get 5 subscribers, we get, I believe, 10 more emotes I can load. So definitely do that. But Soul Break, man, how was your week?
It was cool. I subscribe to this channel.
Oh, your mic just like died.
I thought that was just me.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay.
It's like you went slowly underwater, like slowly.
Put it up. Maybe it was the angle.
You got an error. Oh no, we can't have that.
YouTube error.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go out. Make sure you signed in. Make sure. I don't know, man. Try it again. Maybe you gotta blow on the credit card real quick, like a game cartridge.
But week was cool. Watched Ironheart. I've started going to local tournaments. I just started this past Sunday. I'm gonna start going every Sunday. They have like a free tournament. So all I gotta do is pay that toll bridge to get there. Anyway, so I'm gonna start doing that to get like more practice in. So when I go to the bigger events, I'm better prepared. I went to Ichiran.
Wow.
I went solo to Ichiran.
Obvi.
Yeah, I got tired. I got kind of tired of waiting, guys. Sorry. and Ichiran's
like
like
50, bro.
No.
Ichiran is 15 minutes away from the cart shop. It's like right next to the cart shop. It's like 15 minutes away.
I'm blaming you because you could have picked me up and I would have went. It's fresh. I'd be delaying the shit. It's not me, bro.
I was already over there. I was already over there since early at the tournament. And the tournament ended like at 7 o'clock.
Nah,
the tournament ended like 7 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I want to get food. And I was like, oh wait, Ichiran's like a few minutes away from here, right? I was like, should I? I was like,
yeah, right.
Solo.
You already had that in the back burner. Like, I'm gonna have Ichiran today, man. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
You definitely an Eric Cartman mode. Like, screw these guys. I'm going to eat the food. He's an Eric Cartman mode for real, bro.
Yeah, it was good. They have like a whole new thing. I don't know if I told you guys about that, where you don't order from the booth anymore, where you used to get the paper and pencil. They have like iPads and you order before you sit.
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
Why do you modernize? What's
yeah? So when you walk in, you put your order in, and when you put your order in, they give you a receipt for everything, and then you go sit.
Oh, blasphemy!
Yeah. So I was like,
crazy.
okay. Yeah.
I mean,
but it's cool though, because like now because the old app went out of, it's not there anymore. So now you just it takes you by your phone number in terms of like your points. And so now, like, all you have to do to redeem something is when you go into the iPad, you just, like, are you a member? You put in your phone number. It tells you if you got points or not. You can redeem stuff right there. So I think it's a little bit easier that way. In that regard.
Does the food come faster?
No.
That's a no. That's a no. It's taking.
I'm trying to remember how long it took when we used to sit down and fill everything out. Because you got to take into account that you're sitting there filling things out. So they do get the food beforehand.
They changed it, I don't like it.
I think it's about the same. I think it takes about the same amount of time.
Do they still speak to you in Japanese?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to say, because these motherfuckers are talking about, y'all. Yeah.
For real.
Enjoy.
Yeah, my guy.
Yeah, they destroyed the whole ambiance of this place, man.
Oh, tip too. New tip. They're adding tip now.
Yeah. No, they still got a no tip thing. Thank goodness. So, but yeah, no, it was a good thing. Got my stuff. Again solo. So I went there, sat down, ate, enjoyed it, then went right home. What else did I do this week? I didn't really do anything else this week. Aside from have a fight with Safelight.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Yeah. I just went this whole spiel before the show with Fred.
Just summarize it like ChatGPT. Summarize it.
So basically, windshield cracked, got it replaced. They put a third-party one My car was not digging that third party one, kept giving an error. They ordered an original glass. They replaced that glass, the third party glass with the original glass. Error's gone. I noticed less than 2 weeks later, I got it like on the 14th, so it's not even 2 weeks until like tomorrow. I noticed it like on Tuesday when I was driving to go to Staples to make an Amazon return. In the sunlight, there's a hairline crack in the center of the glass. So I call Safe Flight and I'm like, "Hey, there's a hairline crack." They're like, "Can you bring it in?" I'm like, "I'm gonna bring it right away." I go over. First guy comes out. He's looking at it. He's like, "I don't see anything." I'm like, "You can feel it right here. Like you can't see it, because it's a hairline. It's that thin, but you could feel it. And at certain angles, you can see it if the sun's hitting it right." Yeah, he's like, "I don't feel anything."
Huh?
Second guy comes out, and as he's walking to the car, he sees it, and he's like, "Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's not a crack. That's streaking from your windshield."
Huh?
But streaking, from a windshield, windshield wipers go like this, right? They curve. This was a straight line, and I'm like, "Okay, well, let me wipe the streaks away." Okay, there go the streaks away, but that's still there. So you're gonna still tell me that's from streaking? That's a streak? And he's like, "No, that's streaking from your windshield. You need new wiper blades, bro." I'm like,
"Y'all gonna make me lose my mind."
Yo, I was gonna flip my shit. They lucky the leather jacket is on retirement.
That leather jacket. Oh man, they lucky. They have no idea.
So I call customer care. I explained what happened, and they set me up with an appointment at another Safe Flight in White Plains. So on Tuesday, so I gotta go there and have them take a second look at that, because I'm like, because I was even telling them, I was like, "Bro, like I used to work at Genius Bar, and I dealt with broken glass all day, laptops, iPads, iPhones, watches. I know the difference between a regular crack, a hairline crack, and a scratch, and what a streak would be. That's a hairline crack." And he was just like, no, that's not a hairline crack. I don't see anything. I'm like, "But your other guy just said he saw it. What do you mean you don't see anything?" He was like, "Oh, but no." I'm like,
Nah, I'd have lost it, bro. I'd have lost it. You looking in my face with a straight face right now, bro. Like,
he's a rookie. He didn't know. He ain't know no better to lie to you. I'm sorry.
Word. That's what it is.
No, you know what's funny is that the first guy, when the second guy came out, he said that the first guy was his manager. So I think he was just backing his manager.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was, because he heard his manager say, "Oh no, that's not. I can't say anything. That's not nothing." So he went with it.
Yep.
I'm like,
that's wild.
Yeah, I'm like,
furniture moving.
Y'all motherfuckers are some shit. Yeah. So that's that. Other than that, pretty chill week. New Yu-Gi-Oh set comes out a sneak peek comes out this weekend, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna go tomorrow to get some new cards, and then probably go back to the shop on Sunday for the free tournament. And that's it.
Should have given them a crack there. Really see, go take the car out, crack that shit right up. Now you see the crack now? Now you see the crack?
Nah. That's not covered under the warranty.
Yeah, that's crazy. They must have changed the terms, because I remember I cracked my windshield, they replaced it, and I ain't paying nothing. Now they charging.
I remember like the little triangle window in the back, on the back seat passenger side. They have that little triangle window.
Yeah.
A branch went through that shit one time during a storm. Yeah, just right through. It was just sticking out of my car. Make my car look like a fucking reindeer.
That's the spot where the thieves come in to take your car, bro. That's the window they use.
Yeah, they changed it. They sent somebody else, and they changed it. No, they didn't charge me anything. But my windshield, because like the crack I had was bigger than $1 bill, they were like, "You have to pay a deductible."
Yeah, they sent the dudes to my crib. The dude did it in my crib. It's just like
Yeah,
stole it.
I had to go. Yeah, for the front windshield. Yeah, I had to go to the.
Nah.
Safe life repair, safe life replace, and scams.
Right? And fucking scams. You hear Safe Flight? Yo, your place at Zariga got some fucking people, yo. They got some fucking nerve over there.
Imagine I get an email like branded content. Safe Life wants to freaking.
Yo.
Oh well.
Not to
yo,
mention.
I'm gonna have to
Not to
delete this
mention.
video.
Yeah.
So not to mention freaking the third party glass they put on the first time that was giving the error had a chip on the corner. So had they replaced it and there was no error codes, they would have been like, yeah, your glass is replaced. You're good to go with a chip on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that shit, I let them know right away. I took pictures of shit. I said, hey, look, there's a chip on the glass. I don't want to come back to get the OEM glass put on here. And you guys tell me I got to pay again because that one's chipped. You gave it to me chipped. They were like, no, you're good. You're good. No. I was like,
no, you good. You good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like, whatever. It's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I hate going through like insurance companies, bro. This is the worst, bro. Like, you gotta sit there and explain yourself. They look at you like you crazy. Like I heard this shit 1,000 times.
It's not the Geico insurance wasn't even like the bad part. It's freaking Safe Flight. You know, it's the mechanics over there that don't want to acknowledge that there's a hairline crack in my glass.
How many times do you say? How many times? Because your accent is crazy. So when you were saying corner, you were saying the way you normally say corner.
I don't know. I don't keep track of my accent. So
is it when there's a crack in the corner?
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll see.
Oh, I know you gotta be careful how you say that hairline fracture in your glass because they could take out somebody's gonna edit that GL out of that shit. And you're gonna be like hairline fracture in your ass, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Wow.
I'm just saying that you're in the big leagues now, bro. Gotta be careful how you say stuff.
Ay, coño.
Nobody's safe.
There's nobody's safe.
Oh yeah. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, at least you got it situated. So hopefully, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't know.
Hopefully, we'll see what White Plains says. Let's see. Hopefully they're not.
Now we don't see nothing.
Seems to like, oh yeah.
Safe place.
I'm about to go postal.
Safe place Zariga.
Safe Flight Zariga is fucking trash.
And yo,
I will give. It wasn't the same tech that I talked to. The first tech I talked to when I had the chip that he replaced my glass, he was cool. I'll give him that. He was like, oh shit, yeah. Let me take pictures of that. He notated everything about that chip on the corner and stuff like that. He wasn't there when I took it for the hairline. I was like, where's the guy that replaced it? He wasn't there. I had to deal with the manager and some other schmuck that was there. So,
because that safe place is relatively new. It's been there for like maybe like 2 years. It's like a new establishment. It looks nice. It's a nice spot, but I guess the people inside of it, it's hot garbage.
Bro.
Safe place Zariga. Whoever's the manager, that shit is listening to Stinky talk right now. He turned into Scarface. You want to go to war? We go to war. Okay. Right. They're about to go to war with you.
They're gonna have you going crazy, bro. They're gonna have you like, it's gonna be like, you wanna go to the other spot? You can be rubbing your nail. They're like, nah, I don't see nothing.
Yo, I got to flip my shit.
You gonna be like that dude. What's the dude's name? That's from fucking the Twilight Zone when he saw the little alien on the wing and nobody believed him.
It's like it's like it's a hairline fracture, you stupid idiot. Hey. You gotta walk.
Calm down, guys. Calm down, guys.
You wanna go to walk?
Sure.
They're like, boss, calm down. He hung up, boss. Calm down.
Maybe you should go with a leather coat.
Yeah, bro. You might have to pull it out of storage.
You may have to pull it out, bro. Pause.
It's not safe.
You know who I
Safe,
am?
like, it's definitely not safe,
Huh?
bro.
You know who I am?
You know who I am? Huh?
You're gonna fix my highlight fracture right now, okay?
You're gonna go there, go with the collar pop too. So when that collar hits the neck, oh man, this dude's a problem, bro.
He gonna be like, Sticky gonna go there like, you know what a hussar is? It's a pig that don't fly straight.
Nah, bro. Depending on what the weather's like, I'm gonna be walking up in there and be like, I need to hydrate.
You know what a hussar is? It's a pig that
Too
don't
hot for
fly
this leather
straight.
jacket.
It's been cold. It's been cold today, man. Today
It was nice today. I opened the windows. I was like, woo, that breeze is great.
Actually crazy.
That heat wave passed, and I was like, thank God.
Oh,
All right, but that's it for me. That's it.
Yeah, so that's probably like your longest week
Ever.
Fucking
ever. Like normally you're like just 3 sentences in and you done for the week.
That,
Yeah, the
yo,
whole
I had to
segment.
Nah, my man had time today.
Fucking safe light, bro.
Yeah, time for safe
It
light
worked.
today.
We had action.
My man
Had
vented, bro.
action, had suspense.
All right.
My man vented, bro. He
Hell
said
yeah,
that,
fucking I had to pay a deductible on that
left us
shit.
on
You
a
best
cliffhanger.
believe I'm gonna fucking go and be like, yo, this shit ain't perfect.
that deductible was crazy though. I ain't gonna talk about how much you paid, but that deductible was crazy.
I was like,
You gotta switch your insurance, bro.
But just you saying that and then hearing you got to go through all that bullshit. Yeah, I'd have started flipping shit, bro. Nah.
Whenever I hear the word deductible, I already know it's crazy.
Yeah, because normally like the deductibles are like 500. That's like or nothing, depending on how much you pay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you pay no deductible, that means you pay like like $900 a month, bro. Oh man. All right. I guess I can go next. What did I do this week? I'm watching 911 with Angela Bassett. I'm on season 3 with that. So it's a nice little nightcap. Pretty cool show. Like it.
Fine, that's cool, girl.
She was kind of crazy, right? I have a little bit of issue, right? Cause I love Angela Bassett. I think she's timeless, right? She's vintage, like how my man Dion Cole would say. She's vintage. She has like small children in this show, right? Like one is like 6 and the other one is like 13.
She never had those kids in real life, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like she looks more like a grandma than she does look like a mom, and then it throws me off a little bit. But anyways, that's beside the fact because you barely see those kids. I mean, you see them kids time to time, but they're not like a big plot point. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, they're really giving her grace, right? Like she could still be like a mom with young kids because she still looks young. You know what I mean? Because I think she's, I believe, 60 years old.
66.
So I'm like 66. So that means she had these kids at 50. If you look at it this way, but yeah,
if she was lucky.
Yeah,
I mean, her menopause must have come late.
But she got to be playing younger in the show, though.
Yeah,
I think she's playing younger. Yeah, I think she's playing 40. No, 50. She's playing 50. I think she did
away with that, which means she had to get that 40. That's not bad.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
37, 40. Yeah.
I started watching a show called Kin. Had heard nothing about it. I saw it on TikTok. Somebody posted like a clip of the show. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this before. It stars Charlie Cox. It's pretty much like Mobland, right? Just kind of like, I wouldn't say they would have ripped the idea from Mobland ripped the idea from them, because this is like an older show. This is like a 2018, and they got a 2021 season 2. Season 3, I think they canceled it because the people that owns the rights went bankrupt. I think it was called Braun Entertainment. So they're trying to find another place to license it so they can make another season, because it's really good. It stars Charlie Cox. I forgot this dude's name. The guy who played Littlefinger in Game of Thrones.
Oh man,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of people that's in that show. You got some actors that was from that's in Mobland, that's in this one too. I'm not sure where they streaming it. I saw it. I have it online. But I'm not sure if they have anyone that's like. I think it was on EMC Plus.
It's probably Skydance, maybe.
Probably
the British one.
It's super Irish. This is like in Ireland. But it's the same kind of process. The same kind of like situation as far as like mob and kids that are kind of like overstepping their boundaries and causing like these wars. So it's like kind of like parallel to Mobland, but it's really good. So if you guys have a chance, if you want to see Ken, I actually did an edit on YouTube because it was funny because he's having a conversation with his daughter, and he asked about her grandmother and did she still hate her and still hate him, and she's like, yeah, she thinks you're the devil. I'm like, oh, Daredevil. Like, that was kind of like a little nod. So I did a little edit on that. If you guys want to check that out after the show, go ahead and check it out. Give it a like and a thumbs up. What else did I watch? I watched The Bear. The Bear came out with season 4. Finished that up real quick. There's only 10 episodes and they're like 30 minutes to 40 minutes each. So I kind of went through those real quick. Really good show. I mean, they can't keep on getting away with this shit, bro. Like, as far as like this trauma bait, bro. This is so much trauma, bro. And I believe like the third season they were kind of like went through trauma. Then the fourth season is like them kind of like understanding what they're going through and kind of like mending that trauma and getting through it, and it's really good. And they kind of stayed away from like the character pieces from season 3, where like every episode is like focused on one person, their growth, which is good. I like that. But this one here is kind of like they all have the same kind of goal, is to make sure that this restaurant works. It's really good, man. This season, I would say like a 4.5 out of 5. Great. He said 40, 50 and you're like, man.
Listen,
man, she's still fine, bro. In this show, she shows off her body too.
Who?
Angela Bassett.
Who? Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
What show
I saw F1. I saw F1. Yeah, 911. No, it's not like showing off her body like nude. It's like she's wearing like a lot of like tight fitting clothes.
Yeah,
the
uniforms are form fitting.
Yeah. So she still got a whole lot of body. So
yeah, my man Courtney B. Vance is enjoying himself, boy.
Yep. Yes, sir. That man ain't never messed up. My man ain't never messed up. My man be out here. My man out here quiet. You don't know nothing about him, bro.
He said, the Lord is my shepherd. He knew what I want, and I'm happy.
He said, "My Lord is my shepherd."
My Lord is my shepherd. He knew what I want, and I'm happy. Thank you very much.
I'm going to work. I'm coming home, cuz.
He's like, I'm not even going outside. I'm not doing nothing, bro. Like,
I'm inside.
You don't see him in the streets or nothing. You don't find him in nothing scandalous, bro.
Nope.
He's like,
I come out here and do my little acting job, and I come right back
home, bro. What?
He like Stedman, bro. We don't know nothing about Stedman. We just know he's dating Oprah. Stedman, fucking what's the other dude's name? Damn, what's that? There's another actress that their husband don't go outside either. Fuck. Yeah, but they don't be going outside. They're like, nah, I ain't starting no issues, bro.
If I was Stedman, I don't go outside either. I don't care. I don't care what the outside world says. I'd be a Stedman. I don't give a shit. I'd be a Stedman, bro. If my wife is bringing home all that money, and I get to sit down, chillax, watch her dogs and shit like that. F that. I don't care.
You ain't got no kids, bro. Dogs, man.
Y'all can kiss my butt, bro. I'm doing it. I am doing it, yo.
Word. Yeah. I don't mind. I'll be a kept man.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't even know that's what y'all saying. I'm not even online. I wouldn't even know
what that means. I wouldn't even know what that means.
Exactly. I don't.
My online be turned off. I'll be like, babe, can I get it? Let me just. All I need is an Xbox and a PS5, and I'm good, babe. I don't even know what none of y'all talking about, bro.
Yo, what? I'm out of here, bro. I'll be like green shirt homie at the front row.
Make sure my subscriptions are good to go, man.
Subscriptions are good to go. Streaming services, PlayStation Plus, Game Pass.
I need my AMC A list too, so I can go and catch a movie sometime. Yo, other than that, I'm good, baby.
You got the connects, bro. You get the screen.
Yeah, exactly. You got a movie theater in your crib. That's it.
I don't know if she could get the current movies. I don't know.
Come on, bro.
They get the current movies, man, because they have to sign in the NDAs, bro. They don't go to theaters, bro. They have the screening. Like when they do Oscar screenings, bro, they have all those movies on deck, bro.
Then all right, then there it is. I'm set. I'm
inside. I'm inside.
You really don't need to go outside, bro. All you need is make sure we have a popcorn machine. I need the popcorn.
I need a popcorn machine and give me an indoor gym too. Let me get an indoor gym because I'm gonna need that if I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
All that. Indoor gym. You got the court. You got the weight room. Yeah, everything you need in the crib.
Y'all can kiss my ass after that. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about me.
He stay in the back.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. Oh, look at this simp, man. I'll be a simp.
You don't stay in the main house. I don't need to. I got my own shit in the back. Nobody bothers me, bro. What? I'm chilling.
You a simp. Yeah. Meanwhile, you single, screaming on the internet about how girls ain't shit. While I'm over here with a woman taking care of me. Fact. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Look the 6ix9ine shit. Yeah, no.
I know she's gonna have maids. She ain't gonna expect me to clean. She's gonna have maids to clean that shit. So it ain't gonna be me cleaning that mansion.
You chilling. You
it ain't gonna be. All I'm doing is feeding the dog. I'm feeding and walking the dogs. That's it. I play with the dogs.
I'm gonna need a nice pool in the backyard. The bar that's like in the pool and shit, so I don't have to go far. I can pour my own drink. You know what I mean? I'm be a bad bitch. I'll be a bad bitch. Taking Instagram photos of myself.
Word, right? Word, right? Yeah.
Shit, she come home. She come home. I make sure I have the bath for her. Like I got your bath warming up upstairs for you, babe. Here's your shit. Here's your champagne.
Rub your feet.
Have fun, whatever.
Yeah, I'm saying we good.
The chef is over there making.
Cool. Tell me about your
over there making ribeye steak right now for us and all that stuff, man. You be good, man.
Listen, I'm here for moral support, babe. You do what you do.
You want to see Red doing TikTok dances and shit because he's mad bored. And he's be mastering that shit. He's gonna have celebrities come over and want to chill with him, right?
Well, you gonna know celebrities because celebrities gonna know her, so you definitely gonna know the celebrities.
Exactly.
Yeah, they want to chill with Red. I want to chill with Red. Where Red at? Where Red at?
Word. He in the back.
He in the back doing TikTok dances, bro. My man getting money, bro. Yeah. Yo, let's pray on that, bro. Let's get ready to there's a shorty out there that wants to take care of somebody that's a millionaire, billionaire. I take that. Not me.
I'm about to say, but you gonna fix it.
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
I'm thinking in my head.
Yo, Red jumped in quick. Yo, chill.
I said that shit. I was like, huh? Stop, let me
Yo, he doing that shit. Right. He doing that shit right now. And they be like, who said that?
Oh, that
I was just waiting to see the chonglet that come across his head right now. Like, oh shit.
Word.
I do that shit. Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that?
That wasn't me. That was AI.
Word.
That was AI, bro. That was artificial intelligence, bro. I ain't do that shit.
They cross the streams.
Word. Anyways, man. What else did I watch? Oh, I saw F1. I saw F1 today.
Facts. We got everything at home.
Yo,
Facts.
F1. F1 is the movie, bro. That movie is fire. If you love Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, this is like on par with that. And mind you, we love a good soundtrack. F1 has a really good soundtrack, bro. Guys, that soundtrack is crazy. The soundtrack is crazy, but if you get the composer, I forgot that Hans Zimmer did it. This is a Hans Zimmer. Yes, sir. I didn't know. Okay. As I was watching, I'm like, oh, this sounds like Hans Zimmer. Looked online, like, oh, yeah. So you got the you got the artist soundtrack. The artist soundtrack is fire. It reminded me of Black Panther, the first soundtrack. Like those kind of hits.
That's a bold statement.
I was about to say that's a high bar right there, bro. Don't set this movie up.
I'm about to go check this out.
Check it out. It's really good. It's a really good soundtrack. As well as if you want to hear the composer, the Hans Zimmer cut. But it's good. I know the Black Panther shit is really good. It's up there. It's like one of my top 5, soundtracks.
Man, I still listen to that Black Panther shit to this day. To this day, I listen to the Black Panther album. Big shot. Yeah.
Oh,
that's my joint. Big shot.
Listen, Kendrick, bro. Kendrick put that joint together, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of like you got Doja Cat on there. You got Tate McRae. That losing my mind. Doja Cat. Listen, I think Doja Cat. She's weird, but that track is dope. Whatever antics are online, whatever she does.
Bro, you ever seen the meme with the coach that's in the that threw the headphone off his ears with disgusted face? That meme, bro. When he said Doja Cat, that was my whole right there. I just threw the headphones on my.
Nah, listen. Go ahead and listen to that soundtrack, and then we talk about it next week and see, whether or not I'm bugging. But I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it reminds me of that.
I'm not saying the song is good or bad. I'm just saying it's Doja Cat. It's just Doja Cat I don't like.
Nah, it's good. It's good. It's a good soundtrack. So I would say definitely if you got subscription to service and Apple Music or Spotify, give it a listen. It's really good.
You say are both of them up there? You said the score.
I didn't check the Hans Zimmer shit. I didn't check that one out. I didn't check that one out because I watched it today. So let's got into the soundtrack. But the Hans Zimmer is I'm like that's not nowhere in this soundtrack. So I'm like, yeah, there has to be a separate album.
Fresh Prince want that score album.
Yeah,
my man. Yeah,
you know me, cuz.
Yeah, no, I didn't check. I didn't check the score. I could check right now to see if the score is up. But yeah, that the score is amazing. The score is amazing. Everything, the shots are beautiful. Very minimal CG. They're CG, but there's like they're really racing. Like practical. It's really good. I don't want to give too much away.
I still gotta get my movie subscription. I'm still debating between Regal or Yard House. Not Yard House. Alamo.
Yeah, I mean, just do one month and then the other month, and just see which one is the best one.
I'm thinking just because in terms of distance, so Regal's right there.
Gotcha. What else did I do? That's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Nothing out of. I mean, that's enough. Between 911 and everything else, that's enough TV for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Casa, how's your week?
Yeah, it's went by pretty quick. I ain't gonna lie. My younger cousin, not my little cousin, she grown, but yeah, she had her birthday last week, and then she had a Avatar, the Last Airbender themed surprise party. So that was
Nice.
kind of cool. Like everybody from the family got up, but everybody had like had to choose their own nation shirts. So everybody came in their own like shirts or color schemes and all of that. So it was kind of cool. That was fun. And good to be around family again. I didn't watch too much. I did watch. It was an animated. It's My Dad, the Bounty Hunter. You ever heard about that or seen that on Netflix? It's a show on Netflix. It's an animated, almost like a Pixar type animation series with a black family, and Laz Alonso is the pops, and basically the kids find out he's a bounty hunter at the end of the first episode, but he's like a space bounty hunter though, like, so they stowed away on the spaceship or whatever, and that's how the series starts off or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's 2 seasons, and I don't want to give too much away, but it's a lot that makes it very, very cool that I think y'all would enjoy. I started watching it with my son, but I just kept on watching it even after he like came off. So it's a good series. Like it's a nice, I think with morals, and it's like almost like fantasy, sci-fi, superhero type stuff thrown in together. So it's a very cute little series. I enjoyed it very much, and for parents to have kids, like this would be something good for everybody to watch together and enjoy as a family.
Nice.
Besides that, I don't think I've seen any new movies. It'll probably come up again. I've been on wrestling. Night of Champions is tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. They in Saudi Arabia, which is crazy. But SmackDown, a lot of stuff happened between last week and this week. Did you catch any of the shows, Red?
No, I'm behind on all that wrestling. I'm behind.
Oh, all right.
I'm-
Go ahead.
I'm behind severely on wrestling.
Oh, so the last event you saw was what?
Probably Money in
You
the
saw
Bank.
Money in the Bank, right? All right, cool.
Money in the
So
Bank.
yeah, ain't nothing really big happened other than Cena and Punk been going at each other. So last week Cena did the reversal of the pipe bomb that Punk did back in the days.
Yeah, I heard
So
about
so he did that, which was hilarious. And I don't know if people noticed, he basically did the same promo word for word, but just updated in his version. But that was cool. And then today, I don't know if you've seen it today, but then today, Punk came out today and interrupted him before he could even stop talking, and came out to his old Thugonomics music. And came out dressed like how he was back in the days with the big old jersey and the backwards hat and the chain and all of that.
with the lock chain.
Yeah, bro. Yo, hilarious, bro. Like, so he came out and then did the same thing, came out like rapping like how he used to rap and dissed him. I ain't gonna go through the whole thing. You can watch it whenever you get a chance to, but it was hilarious, bro. Like, as far as like working and homage, like as far as storytelling with wrestling, like they've been on some wild shit. Like, it's been hilarious. I don't think anything else really crazy. Julia won the United States title, which I knew it was coming quick. She beat Selena Vega earlier today.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, they could have let Selena Vega live with that shit for a minute, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy for her, but she don't be getting no pop, bro. Like, the fans don't really be caring. So
because she's a super slow Raven. I call her Rey Mysterio in slow motion, bro. Like, she do Rey Mysterio moves in slow.
I like her, man. She's from the Bronx and all that. Shout out New York.
I like her too, but
yeah, I like her, but yeah, she ain't got the crowd like that. So I at least she got it. I'm happy she at least got to run with it, just to say it's her first time getting a title, right? So like, yeah, good for her. But yeah, so my girl.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I think they just gave it to her so she could take that to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, they probably did. I
ain't gonna hold you. I think that's why they gave it to her, so she could take it to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Still good for her though, like.
Yeah.
Big BX.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dropped today. No, I haven't seen. I started watching it yet.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. I've been sleeping on Squid Games.
I ain't gonna hold you.
The new season just dropped today.
I still didn't watch season 2.
You're not late on it, yeah.
My son already watched that shit. I was tight, bro. Like you couldn't even wait for me, bro.
How many episodes? Like full run?
Nah, it's only like 6 episodes. But you know that I think they some meaty episodes though.
They pretty much took season 2 and they just split it in half, right?
I think
more or less.
Because the season 2 came out like a couple of months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm assuming they're just trying to like pull a Stranger Things.
Yeah, I didn't even watch season 2, so I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on in Squid Games right now.
No,
I wonder if that rumor is true that Brad Pitt was going to be in it.
Yeah,
that was a rumor that Brad Pitt was like in the movie.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get on that probably this weekend. I gotta get on it before my son spoil it, because not only did he watch it first, he like to spoil shit by accident too. Like he got a habit, so
that's his kids, bro. Kids in general.
Right. When they see something you haven't seen and they're watching it with you, they're gonna be looking at you like, watch. This is the part. Like, yo, chill out, bro.
I was making his food earlier, and he's like, you know, and this is already after me being like, yo, already caught him watching it earlier today. Like, damn, you couldn't even wait. He was already halfway in season episode 3. Like, I'm like, all right, good. He's like, I'll wait for you. Now just go ahead, bro. You halfway through already. Like, so now I'm making his food. He comes in like, yeah, you know what I really like about this season that they did? I'm like, yo, bro, chill. Like, you already about to tell me what's going on when you already know I'm tight that you started watching it without me. Like, it's like, no, I'm not gonna spoil it. All right.
He's going to spoil it right after that.
No, he didn't. But I'm just saying, it's like you gotta, if you don't stop them or catch them, bro, they gonna get you, man. They gonna get you. So yeah. I got to get into it this weekend. But other than that, yeah, that's been about it. It's been a pretty cool week. I'll keep it simple. What's going on with you, Red? How was your week?
Yo, my week was not good at all, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn.
I know 2 days out of that, 2 days out of the week was probably hot as fuck for you, bro. So
nah, it's not even about the heat, bro. Like, so I'm gonna get into the story what's going on with me this week.
no.
In 2 minutes, my alarm is gonna go off because I gotta take drops. So I have to take an eye drop every hour. So you might hear an alarm while I'm talking. That's what it is. So, all right. So what happened was, after we got off, like, Saturday, after we got off, I cut my hair. I added this new oil. So I'm going through the whole step. So you can go through the whole process of what I went through. So I cut my hair, added new oil that I tried for my job to make you make your hair smell good or whatever like that. Keep your hair nice and shiny, smooth, don't frizz. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. I tried it out. In the middle, sometime like around Monday, I noticed like a bumps is forming on my head. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm thinking it's razor bumps. So I'm over here taking alcohol. I'm using alcohol to rub the bumps and everything. Think I'm gonna kill the bumps away. But I noticed the bumps ain't going away. Nothing's happening. Tuesday comes. And it's my day off, and I see more bumps forming. I got like this lump in the back of my ear, under my ear where the lymph node is. More bumps is on my head. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm having these stabbing headaches. So like these headaches is like feel like someone stabbing me in the head. Like it's not. I can't even say it's like not even consistent. It's like on and off. So like one minute I'm good, the next minute it feel like somebody stabbing me. Then I'm good, and it feel like somebody stabbing me, bro. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I was ready to go to ER then to go see what was going on. But I'm like, okay, maybe I'm overreacted. Let me just take some like pain meds. And, I was taking pain meds for the most part, and it was good. But then my head was like really sensitive, and the bumps was only on the right side of my head. It wasn't even on the left side. It just stayed on the right side. So I found that weird too. So I'm thinking it's an allergic reaction to the hair oil that I'm having. I'm like, okay, this thing's gonna go away. It's an allergic reaction. I just gotta ride it out. Whatever. I'm putting Neosporin on my head. I'm putting like Vicks. I'm putting all kinds of shit on my head, like to to make stuff go to make it like not hurt and not make it be too crazy and shit like that. Yo, I wake up Wednesday morning. I'm getting ready for work. I look like I feel like I got something blurry. Like my eyes feel blurry. I'm wiping my eye, and like you feel like something's in your eye, like blurry, blocking your vision. I can't see it. I'm like, so I'm wiping my eye, and I realize nothing happening, bro. I said, yo, what the hell is this? I go look in the mirror, yo. My eye was like, my right eye was bloodshot red, bro. Like it was like,
that's the worst.
So I was like, nah, I'm going to the hospital. It's crazy. If it was just on its own, I probably would have been like, nah, maybe pink eye, something happened, but not after the stabbing headaches that I had from the day before, and like the throbbing ear pain and all that stuff. I said, nah, I'm going to the hospital. So I go in the hospital. They see my eye. They check my eye pressure. My eye pressure was like 57, bro. It was like the highest it's ever been. They were like, they said we gotta bring the eye pressure down. That's dangerously high. So they started giving me drops to bring down my eye pressure. They said you gotta check They checked my eye to see if I had a foreign body in there. They said it looks like something's in there in your eye, but they don't know what it is. So they said they're passing all this up to ophthalmology so they could check it out. Ophthalmology looked at it. They said they're not sure. It could be anything. Doesn't necessarily mean he has a parasite in his eye or whatever like that. So they said to see if you can bring the eye pressure down. So they've been trying all day. I've been in the hospital all day. I went to the hospital like around 9, almost 10 in the morning, almost 9:30, maybe 10 in the morning. I didn't leave that hospital till like 1 a.m. at night, bro. I was in the hospital all day that day, bro. They were trying to bring down my eye pressure just to find out that when I went to the ophthalmology, they said eye pressure not coming down, just bring them up. They will see what's going on. They was looking at my eye, they were probing my eye, they were doing all kinds of shit, bro. They dropped so many drops in my eye, I couldn't even see. My eyes are so dilated and like crazy, I couldn't even see. So when they freaking look in my eye and figure it out, after they got they call their boss, is like, I guess she's like the head person of she go looks, and then and then one I hear them talking, and they say, yeah, I think that's what it is, and they were saying it's Zoster, and I said Zoster. I'm like, what the fuck is Zoster? It's like a Power Ranger enemy or some shit like that. What the fuck is that? So they said, no, do you know what? So she comes up to me, I guess she's the one that has like the most bedside manners to like calmly tell somebody what they got going on with them. So said, do you know what Zoster is? And I said, no. She said, so Zoster is shingles. So basically I got shingles on my head. I don't know how I got shingles on my head, but that's how I got shingles on my head. So they say, have you ever had chicken pox as a kid? And I said, yeah, I had chicken pox as a kid, very young. They said, so Zoster is like shingles. So it's like your chicken pox reactivated, but it reactivated in like on your head or something like that, or whatever. So
yeah, good thing you didn't have it on your face. That would have been crazy.
But bro, it's borderline on my face. I'm the camera's off. You can't see what I look like because I don't want to. I'm not doing that to people right now. I don't want to look crazy on camera. But like my part of my eye got got a huge lump on it. I got some bumps on my upper eyelids. Above my eyebrow, I got a couple of bumps. On the side of my head, I got bumps, and on the top of my head, I have like the rashes, the shingles rashes going on and stuff like that. So that's why my camera's off.
Damn, we getting that old, bro?
I mean, it's nothing about old, bro. It's like
every time, every person I know that gotten shingles was always like my parents got the shingles.
Shingles, you get them. Like that's what I told her. I was like, damn, I'm not even 50. But it was like, shingles, like, yeah, you can get shingles at older age. But it said more about like, my immune system was probably low. So he said once the immune system get low, you could get shingles. Shingles could come out from the immune system being low. So that's why, hold on.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that's why mine came out early. So I guess something's going on my immune system. I don't know. We gotta figure that out. But right now they have me on so much medication. I'm taking a lot of drops to like drop down the pressure in my right eye because they try to make sure my eye doesn't go into a stroke or my eye goes so crazy that it'll end up severing my optic nerve or whatever, or damaging my optic nerve because of the pressure.
That's not scary.
I'm taking a lot of drops in my right eye. Well, you already know I got glaucoma, so you already know that. So I'm already been taking drops from my eyes anyway, but my left eye is chilling. My left eye is like, yo, we good over here, bro. It's right eye wilding out right now. So the shingles side eye is the one that's going crazy, and they're trying to save that eye. So yeah, it hasn't been fun. So I had to go back the next morning, and they've been checking my eye all day. And I went in at 9 a.m. and I was in there all day again too. And I didn't leave out of there until almost like maybe like 7, almost like no, I think it was like 5 p.m. I went in at 9 a.m. I did a whole shift. Even one of the guys that was working in there, he said, "Bro, you've been here since the morning. You doing the whole shift. They might as well start paying you." I was like, "Yo," and it was weird. Patients kept staring at me because every 2 seconds you'd have a doctor come in randomly and they're just dropping drops in my eye. They was like, "What the hell going on here?" Just looking at somebody walk over and drop drops in my eye right while I'm sitting in the waiting area and stuff like that. So I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm scared a little bit because it's just crazy. They like, and I'm not gonna hold you. Shingles is the worst pain you could. I've never felt pain like this before in my life, bro. Like it's the worst thing you could ever have. Like the pain you feel with this shit, it's almost debilitating, bro. It hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
So right now they got me on like an oral medication for the shingles and a whole bunch of drops. It's like say an oral medication to save to drop my eye pressure down and stuff like that. So that's what I've been dealing with like for the most of the week. I wanted to sneak out to go see F1, but my mother was like, "Where the F do you think you're going?"
Where the F you going, bro? That's funny.
Huh?
I like what you did there, bro.
Yeah. She was really like, I was like, I got all dressed up and I was ready to step out the door. She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to the movies." She's like, your eyes over here, you're squinting closed and stuff because you can barely take light, and you're gonna go in the movie. She said, "Sit your ass down. You're not going nowhere." So
put you in check, man. She gotta take care of you.
Yeah, I guess when when it's medical emergency, the mom power just takes over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm a grown ass man. She just took over. She just overrode me.
That's it.
You ain't winning that fight, man.
Nope.
Nah. She said, "Sit your ass down and go in that." She said, "Sit your ass down. You ain't going nowhere." So I didn't get to go see F1 today, and I had to cancel the reservations and everything. I had my seats and everything, man. So there was that. But what I did watch for the week, I did see Solo Leveling. I finished it. My boy got really OP at the end there.
Oh,
how'd you like it?
Man's the superhero over here now, bro.
Yo, what was your reaction to episode 6 though?
I don't, everything's a blur for me. I binged it. You gotta remember what episode 6 is about.
That one is very. It's the one when the dude try to kill the people inside.
But they got set up in the dungeon with the spider.
Oh, with the prisoners.
Yeah.
No, not with the prisoners. The before that when he got set up
by the dude's brother.
By this dude's brother. In the dungeon, they left him behind with the spider.
That episode's fire too. I mean, these are freaking.
That was the first time you ever see him with his full set. Like that was the first time.
That was like he just like.
Oh, word! You take advantage of these people. You leaving people for dead. He went in.
He went.
The sister said, "New mission: kill everybody, kill all of them." I said, "What?" I was like, "What?" And that's when he got his assassin set. They thought he was an assassin. They're like, "Oh, he's an assassin set." Now everybody like, "Oh, he's a mage." I thought he was a mage. Now everybody's screaming, "I thought he was a mage set." He had the necromancer set. That necromancer set go hard though, bro. Like yo, this is crazy. My nigga is Idris though. I like the knight Idris, bro. He goes in, bro. Yo, bro. Idris. Iron is fun. Iron is funny. I like Iron too. Iron is funny as hell, bro. He's like, Iron, you're doing too much. So my bad. And I saw the one where he got the ant. The ant talks back to him now. Mm-hmm. So it's like, he said, "Oh, you could talk." So I'm like, I can't wait to see the next season.
Now here's the kicker. A lot of people are saying plot for plot, Solo Leveling is a new Hunter x Hunter.
It is. When I watched it, I said, this is familiar. This is the arc of the when they were fighting the Ant King. The Ant King.
Yeah.
I like it is. They're not lying. It's
not, but it goes hard.
Hunters too.
It goes hard.
They're not even called it. They're not hiding it. But I guess because they did it on Webtoons, they got away with it. Because Webtoons, you can put anything up. You don't have to they don't regulate you. It's not really a manga per se. You put it for the anime show from Webtoons, so they could tell whatever story they want. Yeah, but it's still entertaining. It's pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it at all. I'm like, they're right. It is plot for plot, but this shit's still fucking hard.
The only thing that's different is the system. The system is pretty cool. Where you really do feel like you're like an anime character or whatever like that. You're like, oh, I gotta level up. You gotta make sure you do. That's the only thing that annoys me about the system, because you have to do the missions, or you're gonna do that penalty or some shit like that. Like, bro, I don't want that. I don't want to deal with no penalty. Like, say you don't feel like working out that morning, bro. You didn't do your workout. Now you gotta go play with sandworms. Like,
I think now he's just fine with it. He doesn't care either way, because it's like either way it's a workout. And at least with the sandworms, he's gonna level up faster.
I'm pretty sure the system's gonna find him harder shit for him to play with now. Now that he's a higher level. The penalty is a penalty. So they're gonna find him a higher penalty to deal with now.
I would have been dead.
I also started watching a new show called Windbreaker.
Oh, that's good.
I only saw one episode though, the first episode. So where he was coming into town, he saw the girl, he just started beating up these dudes because they were harassing the girl or some shit. So,
I gotta catch up on it. I think I also like the first season. I think there's some new episodes.
I really just want to see more Soul Leveling, so now I gotta wait till 2026 for a new episode.
Yep. I think they got a movie coming out for Soul Leveling too.
A movie?
I think they got a movie coming.
I hope it's good. They don't fucking do like a Demon Slayer situation.
Yo, Demon Slayer movies are the fucking worst, bro.
That's just robbery.
Those are just fucking recaps and previews.
I'm not watching. I'm not going to no more Demon Slayer movies, bro. I don't trust them shits. I do not trust them shits. I'm never doing a Demon Slayer movie again, bro. Yeah. It's just a robbery.
That shit is fucking.
I go in there to watch
I love the anime, but the movies are trash.
And you showed me the same arc I saw for free on TV.
Exactly.
I just paid money to watch what I just saw free on TV, bro. Like, no, I'm good. Never again, Demon Slayer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. I was so tight. I was literally crazy. I wasn't the only one though. You think I've been on? No, a lot of people was cursing in that movie theater. People were tight. They were mad, bro. Like, what the fuck? Well, like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like,
bro, they do it. Every single movie is the same thing. It's a recap and a preview, all smacked into one.
I really got to what the. They say, yo, this is not the whole movie, bro. Somebody say this is not the whole movie. Yo, they would just repeat it. It's not the whole movie. And then when the credits came and then the shit started going blank and the lights came, you see, yo, get the F. Yo, bro, they were going crazy. And I said, yo, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. They wild out, bro. I said never again would I give Demon Slayer my money, bro. They lost all my trust. They lost all my trust. But yeah, I saw that Solo Level. I saw I saw a couple movies. I saw a movie. It's an old movie from 2015 called Forsaken. I don't know if you guys watched it. It's a
It
Western.
sounds familiar. Who?
So what is a Western? With Kiefer Sutherland and Donald Sutherland. Basically, Kiefer Sutherland is like a gunfighter, is an old gunfighter. He's like one of them gunslingers. One of those like gunslinger types. And his father's a preacher man. He comes back in town because he's trying to give up his way of the gun, and he's trying to go back to being. He wants to go back to being a normal human and live a normal life or whatever like that. And basically, of course, when he comes into town, there's these bandits in there like killing people for their land because this guy like played by Brian Cox. He's over there taking like he hired these goons to like take people land. Basically, if you don't give it up, you're gonna kill it. They're gonna come kill you and shoot you up for the land, right? Yo, one of my favorite villain actors in that movie, bro. I think his name is Michael Wilcox. I gotta look at him. Michael Wilcox. Is it Wilcox? Hold on. Because Lord of mercy, I'll be forgetting names. Michael Wincott. Yo, he's one of my favorite villain actors, bro. I liked him in he played Guy from in Robin Hood. I don't know his name was Guy in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. His name he was also in the Three Musketeers, that ironically was another Kiefer Sutherland movie. He played the Rochefort. He had the eye patch. Yeah, I always liked his villain work, bro. So it was pretty cool seeing him in the movie. He played the other gunslinger. Like there was two main gunslingers. Like so, Kiefer Sutherland is the one. Like everybody knows him. So when he comes to the town, the dude was like, "Hey, do you know who I am?" And Kiefer Sutherland like, "I don't know you." And he's like, "Oh, I got 4 bodies." He said, "Still not ringing a bell." And then he couldn't. Then Michael Wincott's character comes, tell him get out of here. And then when he comes up to him, he said, "Hey, my name is Dave, blah, 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 blah." And then Kiefer Sutherland said, "Oh, I know you." So he's like, "Oh, I know you." So basically the whole movie was like him trying to like keep the peace. Like he didn't want to, like he wanted to do his father proud. He didn't want to go back to the way of the gun. He didn't want to go back to like killing. He was trying to live a good life. His mother died. His father, he only had his father. So he's trying to make his father proud. His father's a preacher man. And, people get stupid in this. So, they do things that make him have to pick up his gun again. And, pew pew everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say check it out. It's not a fully action-packed movie. It's more of a story. I think Demi Moore is in there. She plays his love interest, but she's like married to another. She's married to another dude, so that gets messy. So it's a good time when your wife is in love with another man. But yeah. So I would say check it out. I enjoyed the movie. I was randomly watching YouTube, and I saw the story popping up on YouTube. Where the guy, when they narrate the story, they do a fast recap of movies and stuff like that, telling you about the stories and stuff like that. And I said, "Oh, let me check this movie out. I've never seen this movie." Turned out it was really pretty freaking good. So yeah. Other than that, the painful torture, being in the hospital for 2 days, my week is good. Well, it wasn't good. I'm not even gonna lie. My week was not good.
Shit, hope you get better quick, man.
My week was shit. I'm not even gonna pretend to say it was good. My week was shit. My week was shit.
Yeah. I hope you. Yeah, definitely, man. I hope you get better, man. Hope everything,
hopefully the medicine kicks in and everything works out. I gotta go back Monday. They're gonna recheck. They're gonna check to see if the medicine's working. They're gonna check check my eye to see if the pressure's going back down.
That pressure shit is scary, man. I went through that last year. I was in these eye doctors that was giving me my pressure was up on one eye, so they gave me some like steroids and all that kind of stuff and drops, and I had to put that in like every 2 hours or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, it's a scary thing, man. To like, be told that you could lose your vision at any point in time. So that's like, oof. Even now, like it's still my eyes are still not 100%, but my pressure is not bad. But just my eyes are getting old. The muscles around my eyes are like old, so it's hard. I have to wear glasses almost all day.
I mean, that's part of aging. You get older, you have to wear glasses for reading. You have to even if you have like perfect vision to see and drive without glasses. When you come to that reading, you're gonna be like, "Where my glasses at?"
Yeah. I was like I'm looking like stuff that I normally would look at normally. I'm like, I can't see that. I can't.
Bro, yeah. I used to just be able to look at shit. Now I got to do this.
Like even when because you gotta put you gotta find your reading prescription now. Put them in your glass. So even people with glasses, you have your glasses where you can see normally, and then like you have to put reading prescription in your glasses. They're saying now like, oh, you can put reading. Yeah. So it's a double whammy. So now I can't see far away and I can't read.
Yeah,
I gotta take my glasses off. Just look over them to reach it.
Yeah, it's like but at the end of the day, man, we still have our vision, so it's a plus. We can
knock on wood.
Knock on, and this real wood too. We both did that shit. Oh man. All right, man. Well, I'm glad everything's up and up, man. Yeah, man. Let's get into these topics, man. I'm not sure if you guys seen the CNN situation that had me like I watched it. I don't want to give it up because if this is the first time seeing it, I want to get like a real reaction from you guys.
I haven't seen it.
He's like, yeah, I don't watch CNN. I don't watch it. I just saw it on my TikTok, and I was like, let me just show the fellas. I'm sure it may have come up on your feed. Let's see. I have it queued up here. CNN. Is this the right one? I want to play the wrong one. What was that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see this one.
Be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease.
I'm white. I can't comment.
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamaal.
But unfortunately...
So...
I mean, we could also stop eating a lot of salty-ass foods and shit like that. Our food is not... I'm not going to lie. Our food is not made the healthiest, bro. Like, there's a lot of unhealthy ingredients that don't help with that blood pressure and diabetes that we talking about right there. Yeah,
because we all lived in the hood. We all ate weird shit. I never accounted my fatness to racism. Like, that was all me.
I mean, we do have a lot of stresses out there. We're not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna pretend like that we don't have a higher amount of stress. We do go. People of color go through a higher amount of stress than Caucasian people. Or people that's of the fair kind, that could blend in with the Caucasian people. They don't go through as much stress as people of color do. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like we eating the healthiest diet and we're still dying of like high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that. We don't eat healthy. We're not a healthy eating people, man. We eat collard greens. Our collard greens are salty. We eat mac and cheese. We eat all kinds of like ingredients in our food that like the peinin, man. The Spanish people, y'all eat your peinin. That peinin is salty shit, bro. It's salty,
I wouldn't chalk that up to like someone calling me a spick and be like, yo, and I'm fat now. Like that's not. I mean, listen, I'm sure people are called racist. There's racist people out there in the world, but like, really, like you fat because of racism? Are you holding stress because people are calling you race? You know, come on.
But I mean, I gotta see the full context of what the guy's talking about, though, because I don't know what was said before he went off like that. Because somebody probably said some craziness to him, and you know, somebody said craziness to him, and then we go off.
I did watch the whole. I watched I watched a little bit before that. I just trimmed it to that point, but it was more or less. The conversation was more about the new Democratic nominee. Was it Mamdani?
Yeah.
So they were talking about him and talking about the stores and the state-run stores and all that kind of stuff, and then he was agreeing like we need stores to be state-run so we can have better foods to give to our communities. And he's like, and the guy was just pretty much telling him like, how's that gonna help? Like that, how that's gonna help obesity and racism? And that's how he kind of went off on the tangent after the fact. But yeah, I would say like if you guys want to go ahead and watch it in full context, I'm sure you go to CNN and watch the whole thing. But I just thought it was like, that for me, that was the first. Hearing that, I was like, all right, that's the first for me.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was watching it, man, I got the flashback of like the Michael Irvin shit where he's like, "We're losing recipes." I'm getting I'm flashback into that argument. Michael Irvin was like, "We're losing recipes out here."
That was a first for me. I'm like, I watched it because I watched it without like knowing what it just popped up, and I was watching. I'm like, huh? Is that a thing? I was like, all right, whatever. Like, listen.
Yeah, I need to see what the context of that conversation was. Like, what?
Like you saying that people have this stress because racism and being called the N-word. Like, I mean,
I could see the stress part and what he was talking about, but then when you talk about obesity and that's a whole different thing. So what are we talking about right now?
Like stress eating, like saying that, like, oh man, someone called me the N-word. Let me just pound this freaking this double quarter pounder real quick.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. The times I've been called the N-word, it's always been somebody who's doing worse than me in life, bro. Like I've never been called the N-word by a white person that's doing better than me in life, bro. Like I've been called the N-word at Best Buy. The person I've apprehended stealing, they call me the N-word. And they're bummy dudes. Like they're bummy, crappy white trailer park trash looking white people, bro. Like I'm like, and I just have to laugh it off because you know what? I'm doing better than you in life, and I'm not gonna I'm not even gonna let what you say get into my because you're look at you. You're dusty. You look bad. You look like you do meth every day. Why am I letting your N-word bother me, bro?
When I was a kid, when I used to go to the pool back in the
Yo, it's the truth, bro. They dusty.
Everybody do meth
every day. Like, why am I
dusty?
You look mangy.
Like right after the lady called me the N-word, I said, she called me the N-word. I said, oh, my bad. Well, I have to do your paperwork, so can I put my nigga hands on your ID, please, so I can do that? And then she started, like, everybody in the room started laughing because it was like, I just showed her right there what you said didn't bother me, and she never called me the N-word again after that.
Oh, man.
Because she even laughed herself, and she said yes, and then after that, she never called me the N-word. She talked to me with respect after that. That's what they do. They do that shit to get a rise out of you. When you show them, it doesn't fucking bother you, bro. They change up. That's it, bro. Stop showing them they doing worse than you in life. Stop showing them.
Yeah, Best Buy be having
you, bro.
Best Buy be having the credit because listen, we live in New York, right? It's super multicultural. Like the likelihood of being called a racist word out in the streets is very slim, right? Mm-hmm. There's so many different walks of life, right? Yeah, if you live like in Missouri and something like that, the percentage is higher, right? Places like that, right? Rural areas, but like Best Buy, Nah, it yo, when you get those one, that means they're real racist because yo, and they're not even like, I wouldn't even call them real racist. They're just racist because they mad. They mad because they try to see some fuck shit, and they're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Because I remember that lady in Best Buy, she called me that fat Mexican dude with the sausage fingers. I was dying when she said that shit.
God damn.
Yo, I was like,
what the fuck, bro?
I'm not even Mexican, but whatever. Like, it's cool. Like, I thought it was funny. I'm like, sausage fingers. I told my wife about that shit. She's like, well, your hands are pretty meaty. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like, yo,
that's crazy.
Even when I was a kid, and because I lived in Harlem my whole life, but I lived on First Avenue, and the avenue right after me was Pleasant Avenue, and that's where all the Italians were. And going to the pool, walking through Pleasant Avenue, like you be called wetback, spick, all that kind of stuff. Back in the days, I didn't understand what that was.
Shit,
bro. Like, like you don't say nothing to these because the Italians are old school mobster dudes. So it's like. Whatever, like, but like I never for them telling me like racist stuff that didn't make me go and be like, all right, let me just bust on this beef patty because I'm stressing. Like, not in New York, bro. Like,
be better cheese and cocoa bread.
Bust on this pastelito.
Yo, for real. Like, when you look at the statistics of like black and brown people, yo, 80% is obese. So like, not 80% of people is being called racist words, bro. It just you gotta take accountability, bro. You just gotta, I'm fat because I'm fat. I'm racist to my own body. My body be like, yo, you shouldn't eat that. I'm gonna eat it. I will oppress you.
The thing is that we know this shit is bad for us. We know.
We still do it. Oh,
Dave Chappelle even cracked a joke about it, bro. He said we know it's bad for us, but fuck it, we love it. Like he said, you know what could kill me? Salt, regular ass table salt, but I love it on my food. Like, yo, bro, he's like, yo. And he says the truth, bro. It's the truth, bro. Like, we know it's bad for us. We know we shouldn't eat it, and we still eat it. Like, just take accountability for what you're doing. I'm not gonna sit here and blame white people for why I'm shoving poison in my body, bro. Like, come on, man.
I mean, I could chalk it up. I could chalk it up to like the way the hood is structured, right? Like certain areas have more liquor stores and on every block and fast food on every block versus you go downtown where you don't have liquor stores like that. So like I can understand the infrastructure.
That's what I'm saying. That's a very broad conversation to have. But like if that was what he was talking about, and then you go straight to that, bro, like it's like nah. It sounds like contradictory shit he was saying. It's like that's why I'm like I need to hear the context. The stress, heart disease and stuff like that. Yeah, people being stressed, internalizing a lot of shit. I could get that, but the eating part, like, yeah, what are we talking about?
Well, even with liquor stores, right? Like, I could literally count on like maybe both my hands how many times I've been. I have a liquor store right across the street from me. Like, no lie. And I can count on both my hands the amount of times I've been in that liquor store, bro. Like there's no calling for me to go into that liquor store because everything in there is poison, bro. There's nothing you need. There's nothing that liquor store do that gives you like selling that's good for your body, bro. Like there's nothing in there that says, I need to go in there and get that fucking E&J, bro. I gotta go in there.
Depending on how you use it.
I gotta go get that Hennessy, bro. Like I gotta go get. Bro, the only time I've been to that liquor store was when I knew I was having chicks coming over, and chicks love to drink, and I'm buying drinks for the chicks, bro. That was it, bro. Like, that was it, bro.
Yeah, I don't go to liquor stores either, unless I'm getting something like a housewarming gift. I'm getting like some champagne or whatever, or
holiday,
or
holiday shit.
I would say I'll get wine because wine is pretty good. Wine is pretty good for you. It helps with blood flow. So wine is pretty good when you drink it in moderation. It was good. Yeah. Wine is good for blood flow. But other than that, no, I'm not going to that liquor store. I'm not going in there buying malt liquor every day, like buying some Hennessy to get drunk on it and then come back in there and buy more Hennessy. Like that's because it's $20 worth. Like, no.
I think where is it? I think it's like Europe where they give their kids wine for health benefits.
Yeah,
wine is healthy.
Believe it or not, wine is healthy.
Kids.
It's moderation. And moderation is
underage. They drink wine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not going to McDonald's talking about let me get that number one. And then the moment I pay, it's like racism.
Why did you order that Big Mac? Well, the guy outside called me a nigga, and I just felt like I had to eat I just felt like I had to eat my Charles away with this Big Mac.
Yo.
There was nothing that's gonna get me through the day.
The only thing that can solve it, number 2.
I thought if I got something with an R like the McRib, it would take away that hard R. Yeah, soften it.
Yeah, this is crazy,
God,
man.
bro.
Like, what the hell? But anyways, man.
Yo, bro.
Oh man, like I said, when I saw that shit, that was the first thing. I was like, that's a first. Next up, man, even worse. We got Jim Jones stated that he is more influential than Nas.
Okay, can we move on to the next topic? We're not even going to entertain this. Not even at all, bro. Not even a little bit, bro.
That had me dying, bro. Listen, I fucks with Jim Jones. Like that's Harlem dude, that's my dude. But like, bro, out of line, bro.
Jim Jones' music is not even being studied. Nas' music is being studied, bro. Let's move on, bro.
Yeah, that shit. That shit is wild, man. Yeah, he went on a podcast, pretty much said that he had more hits.
He went in,
more hits than Nas, and people like, yo, like, doesn't he know like Google exists? And my man just did some homework, and he said he admitted himself. He said, I made a boo-boo by saying that. Because you can't, come on. Nas has mad hits, and talk about influential. This dude is mad influential, bro. Like, he doesn't need to be viral. He doesn't need to be talked about every day. He's already cemented. He's on everyone's Rushmore, bro. Like that he is there. Like he doesn't need to rap anymore. He doesn't need to make any albums anymore. He's good. It's always been who, like, in our generation, is like, oh, who's the best rappers alive, right? Top 5. It's always Biggie,
Jay-Z, and Nas.
Jim,
who? Huh?
It's like, yo, bro, like he doesn't need to be
in the conversation.
He's definitely not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not, bro. Like I guess he's
Big O's in the conversation. I think Big O only got like 1 album, 2 albums before he died, bro. Like Jim Jones got how many albums? He's still not in the conversation, bro.
Biggie too. It don't matter, bro. It's what you did with it. And yeah, y'all was hot. Y'all had a couple summers. Y'all was hot, bro. But you more influence. Come on, bro. Stop.
I'm not gonna lie. That Ballin' song was pretty ballin'. It was fine, my guy. But that was about it.
I think Max B wrote that shit, so that doesn't even count.
Nah, bro. I literally, I was in like elementary school, and I did a report on like one of these songs or the composition of that it was written album for Nas, bro. Nobody's thinking about doing that for a Jim Jones album. I don't care how old you are, bro. Like,
if you talking about influential, like
what?
Like hood dudes. I mean, you're not none of your songs, right? So like this is when I think about influential, is think about the stuff that you put out. Does it leave the world better than you left it, right? So like when I think about influential, I'm sure there's people out there that said, listen, Nas album helped me get out the hood, or did do better for myself. When it's Jim Jones, I don't think he's helping anybody get out the hood from his raps. I don't think anyone's like, yo, you know what, yo, his album got me out of the trap. Nah,
y'all made Blood Culture huge. Congratulations.
Yeah, like that's not. Is this for the rowdy kids, bro? Like, I've listened to Nas my whole entire since we was young kids, bro. Like we all the same around the same age.
This is what I'm saying. I remember doing a report. There's no comparison, bro. Like that made me think differently about stuff. We didn't learn about certain things, made me open my eyes to different things. So the way I think today that I might not even realize would stem from certain moments of hearing lyrics and thinking about things that he made you want to think about. Like,
and you can see
that.
His
Bro.
lyrical growth, as far as like being young, talking about his lifestyle, drugs, and all that stuff, and as the albums went on, it changed.
Yep.
The narratives, right? It got more mature, and to the point where it's like about empowering people towards the end. Not even about drugs anymore, just empowering people. That's growth. Like, and then yeah, he doesn't have any more albums out because he may not have any more stories to tell.
Bro,
his rapper arc is done.
He got Michael Jackson to give him a beat because Michael Jackson said, if you want to use my beat, you got to not curse in the rap at all. And he made Ain't Hard to Tell. And there's no curse words in that song at all, bro. Like, he met Michael Jackson's challenge and did it, bro.
And that was early.
I think he's one of the rare few people that has a Michael Jackson beat in his catalog. Like,
that
with
was
Michael Jackson's permission.
Early Nas too, bro. That's not like built a career. That's early Nas. That's potential. Seeing like, nah, bro.
And you look at like a rapper like Jim Jones. Like, listen, he has a following. He has fans. He has a base. But like,
he's successful.
He's a successful dude, and he definitely is one of the prominent figures in diplomats when it became a thing.
Started that love and hip hop shit.
The love and hip hop stuff. Like, we're not taking anything away from him, but like at the same time, it's like there hasn't been any kind of growth as far as he's been the same kind of dude the whole entire time. Like, he shouldn't be to have to be rapping anymore. Like, he should be at this point in time like pivoting to something else. You know what I mean? Like, I think
put a couple of younger dudes on by now.
Yeah, and it's funny. The perfect response to Nas didn't say anything. He posted if you check his Instagram today, he posted some collab that he has that's opening a casino in Queens. And that was, and I read the comments like, this is the perfect response. Like,
no response.
That's the difference, bro. Right there.
It's like, yo, like, you got people, rich billionaires that's looking for you, looking at you, a kid from Queensboro, to be the face and be a partner of a casino. Is that not influential? I don't know what that. Listen, I get it. You know, he's trying to get.
We're not saying the same thing. That's all. We're not saying the same thing. I get it, but we're not saying the same.
If you're trying to do stuff to get spins on your records, listen, that's been the thing forever. Like, someone beefs because they want to get spins, and if that's the case, cool. Next time, pick a different target.
I don't know, because Shannon looked serious though. Shannon looked serious during that comment. He was not having it, bro.
I think they want to fight in real life though. They want to fight.
That's what I'm saying. He was not having it.
It was like playful. They started talking about working out, and it just got real rough.
Bro, because you can't talk that crazy. Let's be honest, bro.
Not on here.
You can't talk no craziness like to Shannon Sharp, because he's gonna tell you as it is, bro. He's not gonna be one of those people that's gonna sit there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
I smoke.
I'm like, yeah, he's gonna tell you that you're crazy. Nah, you crazy, bro.
And he was like, yo, and we don't have people like Jada on here. I'm not gonna say that, bro.
He's too exactly. I'm like, yo, he has this, I guess, whatever in his mind, and that's what's up to him. Like, all the confidence, the dude has mad confidence. Because he's saying that Shannon looks old. I'm like, yo, if you look at Shannon, he looks younger than Jim.
As he does.
I'm like, yo, how do you yo, the dude's in shape. Like, in shape. And you talking about he looks, nah, bro, you wildin', bro. I can't get behind that, bro. I can't do that blind allegiance.
I can't fathom why he even said that. When you got smoked by the Locks and the Locks smoked y'all. And that was that shit, that versus shit. The Locks smoked y'all.
You can't even take none of them single-handedly, bro. We're not having this conversation.
Jadakiss laughing the whole shit. They know they smoked y'all, bro.
Nah,
Jadakiss was up there smiling the whole time they were smoking y'all. Like, I don't know how y'all could. And after that, you could come and say you have more hits than Nas. Come on, bro. Stop it. Back this shit up, bro.
Yeah, nah. I thought that was funny too, man. That had me dying.
Oh man,
I was like,
that's gonna say better than Jay-Z.
He's more influential. More influential. Yeah, all right. My man Jay-Z is worth $2 billion. $2 billion, bro. That's crazy. He hasn't had an album since 2017. That's crazy, man. Next up, man, is Beyonce. She's facing backlash for wearing a Buffalo Soldier T-shirt during her Cowboy Carter concert.
Buffalo Soldier.
Buffalo Soldier. So
Yo, black.
Why?
Black.
Well, the Native Americans. Why? The Native Americans are not feeling that because I'm not 100% knowledgeable of Buffalo. So I know that they were all black and they were pretty much like. Do you know anything about them, Caster?
Yeah, but not enough right now off the top of my head to give you a whole.
I mean, the gist of it was, and this is just a gist. This is just the gist.
Yeah.
Like a brief gist. They were black cowboy soldiers back in the day. Like that's about it, bro. Like,
as according to Google, Buffalo Soldiers were African American soldiers who primarily served in the U.S. Army on the western frontier after the Civil War. The nickname given by the Native Americans referred to the 9th and 10th Cavalry Regiments and later became associated with all black regiments, including the 24th and 25th Infantry Regiments. They were known for their bravery, discipline, and contributions to the nation's expansion despite facing discrimination and segregation.
To black cowboy soldiers, like I said.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But so, what's the problem? Is
so I think what the problem was that certain Native American people were showing up like they were the ones that was helping the army commit genocide. Like they were there to commit genocide, to kill. They was killing Native Americans as well, and I believe, I'm not sure if it shows that in the wiki. If you Stinky looking at that, but they were saying that that they were helping, and I guess one of the moniker was that they were the enemy. They were evil. I'm not Native American, so I'm not sure how. You know what I mean? I'm sure that they have their own reasons. Let me see if I can pull up the quote because I think there was a quote. Thought I saved it. Jesus.
I mean, the only thing that really says is that they served in various capacities, including fighting in the Indian Wars, protecting settlers, building infrastructures, and even acting as some of the nation's first park rangers. So,
that's what I heard was the Indian Wars. Like everything else was like legit, but the Indian Wars, they played a significant war. Yeah, in the Indian Wars.
Listen, what I need them to understand, right? Is black people back in that time had so little that they were literally doing anything to survive back in those days, bro. Like they were literally doing anything. Like you're getting mad because you're saying, "Oh, they killed." There was black people catching other black slaves for survival, bro. Like they betrayed their own kind for survival. So you can't. I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying really, it is what it is. Like stop getting mad about history. Like history is history.
Yeah, I mean, we could say that because we're not natives. We didn't get affected.
I can say that because I'm black.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not native. I'm not the ones that were like killed off. You know what I'm saying?
But I just literally just told you they hunted us their own kind down and killed their own kind too. So I'm like, they did. There's black people that have done that to us too. They call Uncle Tom's, Sambos.
Yeah, there was a lot of. Listen, they have their own discourse out there. I'm not in that world. I'm just talking about it. I'm just I don't have a dog in the race in that. But yeah, there was people online talking about that was kind of messed up that she would wear that. It's like, well, if you're not upset about that, you know, then you shouldn't be upset about white people, you know, repping the Confederate flag. And I'm like, well, that's I wouldn't say that's the same, but like, it's like it's history, right?
Okay, so let's put it this way, right? So if Indian people, if Native American people, right, they started wearing like Geronimo shirts and all that stuff, and the white people say, "Oh, nah, that's offensive to us," because you know how many white people he killed. Like, are you going to tell them to take off the Geronimo shirt? Are they wrong for wearing the Geronimo shirts, or which is their history, their culture? Like she's literally wearing her history. That's her history. That's her culture. Like this is how we could spin the game around and around and around and around. Like there's always going to be some figure in history that's going to offend everybody. That can offend anybody. So it's like I'm just saying, like, just.
Oh, I mean that makes sense. But so then the argument about the Confederate flag should be like, you know, people shouldn't be mad about that by rocking one of those. If that's your history.
The reason why the Confederate flag, people could be offended by it because they had a war for the flag and they lost. That's why it's over. They lost the war to have that flag.
But I think because the thing is that with the Confederate, right, when that would, you know, they wanted to keep the slaves. That was the whole purpose of the Confederacy, right? They wanted to keep the slaves, but at the same time, a lot of people in the South, I mean, the news don't hit the same people at the same time. Like it takes weeks, it takes months, it takes all that kind of stuff. So like a lot of people was like being told like, oh, the North is coming, they're coming to take your homes. And they had no slaves, nothing. Like, all right, cool, I'm fine because I need to keep my home. So like these people are the ones that like, some of these people are the ones that's holding those flags up, not for the whole racist stuff, the slavery stuff, but they see that as their. I mean, I don't know. I'm not from the South, so I don't.
I'm just saying.
When I say Confederate flag, I'm like, oh,
I could understand somebody who was living in that time being confused, but in our day and age, and you still don't know what that flag is representing. Like, come on, like, come on now. At this day and age, that flag is, you know what that flag represents, and that flag lost. It lost its war. The American flag should be on the flag, everyone's jacket, because that's the flag that won the war. They lost the war. They lost the Civil War. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a stain on both those ends. But I get what you said with the whole, like, you know, the Uncle Tom and all that kind of stuff, like out there killing their own and doing what they gotta do to survive. I get that.
I mean, I'm not at the same time, I'm not trying to downplay, you know, what Indians went through, because they went through a lot. They suffered through genocide, and it's really messed up, the mess of American history. But those black African American soldiers were just following orders. They signed up to an army regiment to try and survive, and they were told by these white men to do the stuff that they had to do, protect these cattle with your lives, and that's what they did. They protected cattle or these settlements with their lives. Like, they weren't out there actively saying, "Hey, I'm going to go out there and kill like these Indian people." That's not what they were. I'm going to protect. I'm doing what I have to do to survive, so I can make the money for my family back at home, because we ain't got much. So both people were victims in this war, and the only one profiting from it was the white people.
Yeah. I think we all profited off that, man. We're sitting on their land right now.
Pretty much.
And I don't know, not one Native American. That's crazy. Maybe I think I do. No, I don't.
No, you probably do. Some people are mixed or.
No, but like full on, like they can backtrack like generations. Nah, I don't know anybody. If they have Cherokee, like, yeah, all right, cool. But a lot of these natives will have like, they can go back like 10 generations. I can't even go back 3 generations, bro.
Now you always got that one white kid who, like, their uncle or aunt dated like a Cherokee or something, and they'll swear up and down that they're Cherokee because that family member dated that Cherokee person or married that Cherokee person.
Oh, your hair, you got good hair. You got Cherokee. You got Indian in your family.
So I got Indian in my family. You know my.
Oh, what are you, Cherokee? Oh, word, Cherokee. That's the Cherokee was in the West Coast, bro. Tell me about that. Tell me more about that.
So my grandfather's brother was married to a Cherokee woman. So there's Cherokee in my family.
All right, let's run that ancestry.
Bro.
Next up, man, we have Akira, man. So the Taika Waititi Akira movie they were supposed to do. Warner Brothers lost the rights. The movie rights to Akira. So
all right.
So how do you? I don't know how you fumble that, but I guess they couldn't. I guess they couldn't crack the script. So it's a wrap for that. So we're not gonna get it. Well, I'm assuming
they could crack the script.
I would say right, just to make the movie, right?
It's like that's the script right there.
That's exactly why. Just don't touch it. Let them be. Thank you.
Yeah, let it stay animation, bro. Like y'all gonna make some weird stuff about it, and I don't know, man.
That's what I was about to say. Taika Waititi gonna fuck that movie up anyway, so you might as well just give it back.
I don't want another Ghost in the Shell situation.
I like Ghost in the Shell, bro.
The live action?
The live action, because I never saw the cartoon, so I don't care. Yeah, but I just like Scarlett Johansson. She was bad in that movie, bro. And the cinematography was nice. It was a well shot movie. It just was not great. Next up, man, we got some cool news, man. I think we reported on this last week. That this was supposed to be happening. The script to Batman has been sent in. The Batman 2. That my man Matt Reeves in the background.
Cue the
He's
applause.
like, where? What do I got the applause here? Everybody do.
Okay, finally. Finally.
The only reason why I think he posted this because he's tired of like James Gunn talking about like he hasn't sent it in. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna post it on my account. I sent it in, so he can't say I didn't send it in.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if it's just a cover and then a bunch of blank tweets.
That'd be crazy, man. Nah, I hope not. I hope not. So I mean, listen, I'm glad that it's there. So I'm hoping. I don't know what that script goes to. I don't know if it goes to James Gunn. I think it does, because he's the CEO of DC Studios. Yeah. So I'm assuming he has to take it in, and he has to, I guess, whatever notes he wants to put in, and I guess submit it and approve it. I hope that he doesn't add no notes. I hope he just leaves it the way he leaves it.
Just keep your notes, bro. Just slide it through. Just slide it right through, bro.
Yeah, because it kind of like it's weird because like when James Gunn writes his movie, right, his Superman movie, like who approves his, who's sending notes on his behalf?
Nobody.
He's his own notes.
This shit perfect.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like it's kind of messed up. Like you'd be like, yo, I'm gonna give you notes. I didn't give myself notes. You know
maybe Safran. I think he gives his opinion in on it. Yeah.
Maybe because I know that Todd Phillips. They sent the script to Todd Phillips. He was like, "Fuck yeah," I sent it, but he sent it right back. I don't want no notes. Would the movie be better if it had notes? I don't know, depending on what those notes were, because that movie was bad. That movie was terrible. That movie did not need to exist.
He didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they forced him on that shit. They was like, "Yo, you contracted to do this, bro. Just make it." He's like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna make the worst movie."
I would add it to James Gunn. Superman shouldn't be wheezing. Superman should not be wheezing.
That's to be honest, that's the next topic right now. So the final cut of Superman screams. They screened Superman early at some early press events, and it's reportedly received massively positive reviews. People are talking about, but again, this is when you look at the people that's invited, or a lot of like TikTokers and YouTubers. They're like, yo, there's a lot of mouthpieces that are not like critics. They're fans, right? They want to be there. They want to be the first. They want to be the first to report it, and it's like a clout thing. So they're not critics. So these guys are like, oh my God, this movie is the best movie ever. Mind you, they did the same thing with Flash. Remember, Flash was, and James Gunn said this is the best comic book movie ever made.
Terrible.
Glazing.
And people talked about it for weeks before it came out. Oh, there was mad screenings of that movie before it came out, and people were like, oh, this movie's the best. And then when it came out, it's like, what happened? What movie did they watch? So I'm like, yeah,
he said the best comic book movie ever made.
The director's cut.
Yeah,
bro, you touted that movie over your own movies, bro.
Yeah,
You're
that was
bugging,
that
bro.
was
What is
crazy.
the best comic book movie ever made?
and I.
You said what? What you saying?
He wants.
What is the
he wants
best comic book movie ever made?
The Flash is the best comic movie.
No, I
ever
said
made?
what is? What is?
He's trying to start.
Oh.
He's trying to start a subtopic. I'll bite. I have two. Damn, the best. Nah, I'm gonna sound like a Zack Snyder Glazer, bro. I'm gonna say Man of Steel and Watchmen.
Those aren't bad choices. Especially Watchmen. Watchmen was fantastic.
But it's very divisive. It's very divisive. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like
I'm
it.
one of them because Watchmen had too much dick for me, man. I didn't like that shit.
But that's a dick, bro. If you would remove the dick and he just had underwear the whole
Which
time,
he should have.
me.
Which he should have. That's slanging man schlong on that fucking big screen at the IMAX screen, bro. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this shit, bro?
Yeah, I was there. I went to a movie theater. I didn't see it in IMAX. I went to the theater. I'm like, they really doing this? Because I read the graphic novel. They show his dick in the comic. So I'm like, they're gonna do it here? Yeah, they did it. It glowed too.
They didn't have to.
Yeah. Nah, Watchmen, but yeah, for off the top, right? I'll say Watchmen or Man of Steel, but then I'll say Man of Steel over Watchmen because I just enjoy Man of Steel. Like I still watch that one to this day.
I'm going further back. I'm gonna say fucking Blade. Because you cannot find a bad thing to say about Blade. Nobody can find a bad thing to say about Blade, man. That was just a really good comic book movie. From opening, the introduction is perfect. Like, it's how you introduce a character first time to anybody. Like, you have people partying, they wilding out, you see blood falling from the ceiling, the guy's freaking out. What happened? Yo, all of a sudden, quiet, boom, kicking the door, fucking Blade standing there with a big ass spotlight on him. Not 1 ounce of blood on his body or some shit like that. My blood was splattering everywhere. Ain't no blood on Blade, bro. Like, he's standing there. Everybody's in there freaking out. He's walking forward. They backing up. The whole room of vampires backing up. And then somebody has a curse. F you, Blade. They see the shotgun just go boom. Kills the whole room of vampires, bro. And then that's when you know, yeah, he's him.
And the music.
He's
and
him.
the techno music.
Yeah, man. From the whole movie, from beginning to end, you're just taking on this great ride, introducing them to Blade's world, and it's like, yo, it's a great movie. From Blade 1 to Blade 2. You know, we ain't gonna talk about Blade 3, but Blade 1 and Blade 2, man, it's like, yo, it was great movies. Like, I think Blade 1 was definitely like one of the greatest comic book movies ever made.
Why am I watching? I don't know.
I don't know why you watch.
I don't know.
You tell me.
But while you're here, hit that subscribe button, you know.
Anybody got the gun to your head?
All right.
Blade. I mean, Blade's good. That's a good one. What about you, First Prince?
We all pretty similar, so I'll go left. And just superhero movie, I'm gonna go with Unbreakable. That movie is wild crazy, and you don't even realize it. You realize it's a superhero movie till you get towards the end, and then it like that was one of M. Night Shyamalan's best movies, bro. Damn. That movie was fire. I'm gonna go with that.
It was good. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. It's a classic movie. What about you, Soul Break? What's next? This is your topic. You should have had this in the background right now, bro.
Right.
You already had your answer already, bro.
And they took 3 of my answers.
Wish I had the fucking theme song right now. He wasn't ready for one topic, bro. That's crazy.
Man's went left and had no answer.
Nope, not at all. I would probably at the moment I'd probably have to go with Watchmen.
Watchmen.
I think that really had a really great adaptation.
All that time and you repeated the answer, bro.
Watchmen, the directors, the uncut director, the ultimate cut. That was crazy when they added like the anime, the cartoon with that shit, the backstory. That was extra. That was okay.
I feel bad for the comedian. He didn't deserve all that, bro.
The comedian.
Well, actually, he kind of did, but still, man.
You just rock with Jeffrey D. Morgan because the comedian was trifling.
I changed my answer. I said, yeah, he kind of did, but I was like,
yeah, I'm about to say
that dude was a scumbag, bro.
That essay was crazy, bro.
What? That genocide.
I changed my answer. I changed.
He's like, wait, I just remembered the movie.
As Brett was mouthing what he said, he just thought about all the shit he did. He's like, oh,
he didn't deserve that. Like, oh, yeah, he did. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, but he's a dope character though. Like at surface level, he's a dope character. Not his antics. His antics, wow. But yeah, so back to Superman. So a lot of people are talking about how this movie is pretty much. They said this is Superman 2 on steroids. A lot of people are saying that.
That's what.
And I like Superman 2. That's the Zod one, right? I'm bugging.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I like that one. So if you're gonna say
before Zod,
I take it. That's not a bad. That's
not son.
Yeah, that's definitely not like a that's a compliment. So if it's better, if it's somewhere near that, like over the top, because going based on the clip had me dying, right? When my man Superman was just screaming. Talking about where's the dog?
He was just by himself though. This one he's gonna have like people with him though.
Yeah, he's gonna have a whole lot of people in here. So, I mean, listen, people are saying it's good. So, I mean, like I said, this is content creators, and they're gonna say at this point in time, they happy for the ride. Like, listen, if James Gunn invited us to see the Superman movie a month in advance,
yeah, if I saw it, I'd be hyped too.
We're gonna be like, yo, this movie, we're gonna try to like not say it's bad, but we're gonna say like. You tell the truth.
Yes, I will.
My man got integrity. He's not a studio mouthpiece. I appreciate that.
I'm not telling the truth.
If you talking about wait. So
that's why we don't get invites anywhere.
That's why. Yeah. See, that's why. If you go right, they sending you out to LA, sending you out to this movie theater. You have all the actors. There's junkets. You talking to David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan. You talking to freaking James Gunn. They taking pictures with you like they're your friends. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna go right after that and be like, nah, this movie wasn't it. Yo, you're not getting invited to any of these DC studios thing ever, bro.
I'm like, wait, so do you want me to lie to you, or you want me to or you want me to give you respect and tell you the truth? Personally, do a better product.
They want you to lie.
Personally,
no.
Personally, what I would say, I would say, I seen the movie. That's it. I seen the movie. Can't say much about it. I seen the movie. I wouldn't even lie. I wouldn't even say nothing. I would just say I just seen the movie. That's it. I was there. I wouldn't get into any kind of like whether or not my heart and my brain was happy about it. I'll just be like, I was there. It was cool. It was a cool junket.
So okay, you say
saying that,
and they'll be like, okay, so how did you like it?
It's a good movie. It's a cool movie.
I'm under NDA. I can't talk about it.
NDA means you can't spoil the movie. You can say if you liked it or not.
So well, it depends on what the NDA says. It depends.
NDA does not prevent you from saying you don't like it or not.
No, NDA will the NDA will tell you that you can't even speak about the movie at all. That you can't even say there's like a certain embargo. You have to wait until like, all right, cool. July 5th, you could talk about it.
Bro, if they put that in the NDA, then you know the movie's trash, bro.
Which I don't think is the case because they let them speak surface level.
That's how you know the movie's good. If your NDA says you cannot speak about the movie, like saying if it's good or bad before the movie releases or whatever like that, you know it's trash. The movie's trash. The movie's garbage.
Yeah, because when I took Red to see John Wick, that movie, we saw that movie 2 months in advance. There's no NDA. They said you just talk about it. Go online. You could spoil the movie you want. Like there was no provisions on watching that movie. Bro. We just walked in.
I didn't even know what John Wick was. You tell you we were just going to see John Wick. That's John Wick. What the hell is that, bro?
Plus learning about how that movie was made, and they almost didn't have the money to do it. Like, yeah, they wanted people to talk about it. We got to get word of mouth going. We got to make some bread.
Me and Red went into that movie not knowing the movie even existed.
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves was not on his heyday coming. He was not like the shit when the movie came out. Like he was not that emergence, that new shit that everyone loves Keanu Reeves. That was not the case then. So we went into that thing blind. Like, what is John Wick? What is this movie even about? We didn't even know what the synopsis was. They was like, yo, is this John Wick and he's an assassin. That's it. And we went in there. It was like, holy shit. Yo, what the hell did we just watch? This is like the best movie ever.
Shit.
But at that time, we didn't have. I mean, we had social media, but we wasn't on it like that. We was not reporting on things.
Yeah.
So like, if we had the show then, we would have been talking about it then. We would have had content. We would have been talking about the John Wick movie that's coming out. Yo, this movie coming out in 2 months. This movie's crazy. Shit, we would have had 4,000 watch hours in 2014. Whenever that movie came out. I don't know if it's 2014. I just made that up. I feel like it did come out in 2014. I gotta look.
I don't know, it was killing people.
2014. Oh shit, October 24th.
Wow.
Core memory.
Yeah. So, anyways, man. So let's see, man. Movie comes out less than a month, so we're almost there. Get to see it for ourselves, get to talk about it, and if it is the best Superman movie that ever was ever made, I'll let you know it's the best one. I'll tell you, and I don't have any biases when it comes down to this. So
I'm still taking everything with a grain of salt. I still can't see what that Superman 2 comparison I could kind of see, but it's still weird on what the tone is for this joint. Like,
yeah, why is Superman screaming the way he's screaming, bro?
Bro, all of these clips, yeah, everything is just, it's James Gunn, so, I'm not saying it's weird like it's trash, but it's just weird. Everything is weird and in different contexts, and I don't see how it all goes together yet. Like,
if you watch any of his Guardians movies, bro, everyone is screaming, bro. They're screaming for no. Yo, my man, what was this dude's name? In the third movie, the main villain. What was his name?
Engineer, not the
engineer.
I'm wilding.
It's right there.
I'm blanking.
Damn, it's like, hold on. I'm gonna have to Google it, bro.
It's my boy Cheaty, but I can't remember what the.
Why it be so simple? And I'm gonna say you were like, God damn, why didn't freaking think about that?
It already is because I should know.
The high evolutionary.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the high evolutionary. So yeah, like he half his lines was just screaming. But that's what he does, bro. Let's see, man. I'm not used to having.
Bro, I do like word search games on my phone, right? So every time like the word root comes up, I have to say like how he does it, Guardian of the Galaxy. Root memory. I can never just put the word in regular. Like I have to say root memory. Root memory.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, he's an odd way of writing characters, man. But I'm sure it's gonna have heart. I'm sure it's gonna be like sad as fuck.
I really like the High Evolutionary though, bro. He was a piece of shit, but he was a funny piece of shit, bro. You know, like, for real, man.
Where
He killed his girlfriend, though. Man, cold, bro. That was he didn't even care.
Cold-blooded.
All right. Next up, man, we have Lilo and Stitch 2 is officially in development at Disney after the major success of the first movie. Right now, that movie sits at $924 million.
Wait. How can they give up the first movie? How can it be part 2 when she gave up like Lilo? You know, she deserted Lilo like everybody, like all these people saying online. Like what? How can it be the? I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, no, I get it, 100%. For the people in the back, oh, what are you talking about, yo? She abandoned her, bro.
I saw the movie and I said, wait, she didn't abandon her. She just went to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she lived her life.
And they made the portal gun. Which wasn't that wasn't even in the cartoon. The portal gun. And the portal gun is how they see each other. So she could go see her. She could go see her whenever she wants to go see her. So like I don't understand how people jump to the conclusion that like she abandoned her. Like, oh, she gave her up. She left her. Like what? She lives right across the street with the old lady that they've been hanging with for since she was a little. She knows the people that she's living with, bro. She lives with David and the old woman.
Yeah, they rage baiting, bro. That's what it is. They seen the movie. They didn't jump to no conclusions. People just out here rage baiting, bro.
The only thing I was mad about was no Captain Gunju, man. That was my villain right there, bro. Like, I like the Captain Gunju.
ACS was on our ass, bro. ACS, and you know all these people that be complaining about shit, they probably got ACS cases, bro. Y'all should know. Y'all should be y'all nannies. Let's go for real. Y'all saying they were pending cases, bro. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, like my ACS officer would never help me like that.
Word. Now you lost both your babies. Now you gotta try to get your babies back. That's how it be, bro. Like they try to make it like smooth and kind of playful, but no, like when you have ACS, she's a child, bro. Child raising another child.
My only thing is they could have brought Ving Rhames back as Cobra Bubble.
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and we were just talking
about what's my man Courtney B. Vance. So
yeah,
like,
we just talking about him earlier.
That's why I'm like, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
cool.
but
I didn't hate the pick for Courtney B. Vance, but they still could have brought Ving Rhames Cobra Bubbles. Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know
maybe he didn't want to come back because it looks like they brought a lot of people that wanted to come back, like a lot of voice actors. So maybe this was like a conflict between Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. Maybe he couldn't do both.
I just said the only thing I would change is like she got to get rid of like the angry face all the time, like because you know Nani did have the angry face in the cartoon, but she did have more of like you know the understanding, the loving face, and you didn't really see much of the loving face. You saw most of the annoyed face with her, like she's always annoyed with what was going on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
I can imagine, bro, when you just have no work, no job, and your house is falling apart, and you got ACS in your eyes. I'm sure it's be hard to keep a smile on your face.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand it, but for some reason, the character Nani was like,
it's like you're saying there, like I'm happy as hell, bro. Like I'm about to lose my sister. Like, nah, bro.
I'm just saying the character Nani, he went from the worried, the happy to like, you know, the showing the loving side to Lilo and all that stuff. And I feel like she, you know, the actresses work on like changing her personality up, like sometimes to like working the different features. Like she just so pissed off all the time in the movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't even know what they're gonna do with number 2. Like they probably can just add the new other characters, the female version, probably other Stitches.
I like the. Don't get me wrong. I like the live action, but I didn't like that they added. They made Jumbo the villain. Jumbo was my guy, man. I like Jumbo. Jumbo was funny, man. They should have been Captain Gunju, man. Why didn't they do Captain Gunju, man?
Nah, that should have been too. That would have been too crazy, bro. Like to have a shark-looking motherfucker out on the beach.
But I mean, he's not. He's only in the beginning of the movie. He comes at the end of the movie. You don't have to have him in like the whole movie.
Yeah, but I would have been like, yeah, you know that this dude's an alien, bro. Like that doesn't look right.
Well, at that point, they didn't care. It was like, we just here to kill Stitch and get the hell out of here, bro. At that point, it was like, we done playing around, bro. Like,
oh man, listen, we don't know. Like, depending on what the outcry is, maybe they have plans to bring him for the next one. Maybe they just revised his character now to like get the other ones that he created. Like he created other Stitches, like the pink one, the other one, and shit like
Leroy.
that. Is his name Leroy? The one with the gap tooth?
Leroy and Stitch, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. So let's see.
I did miss Jumba's Russian voice too. His little Russian voice.
Yeah.
Not guilty. I mean, I'm scientist. I'm not criminal. I am a respectful scientist. Jumba's my dude. I like Jumba. Jumba?
Oh man.
My man popped out the water and snatched his ass off the surfboard.
Yeah, this is a franchise that's gonna work, man. It's always gonna make money, man. $924 million. That's fantastic. And then you still got the summertime, so the movie's still gonna make more money because it's not that many kid films that's out. So it's gonna make. And I feel bad for the movie. Was it called Ali?
Elio.
And that shit got like 100% Rotten Tomato score. They said it's a great movie, and that movie's made $1 in the box office, bro.
Bro, I don't know who went to go see it because when I saw the trailer, that shit looked boring.
It doesn't look like it's been marketed right.
It looks boring.
It doesn't look like it's marketed right, so I don't know, man.
But I didn't even know it was out. I thought it was like a movie coming like straight to Disney or was coming out, and then I just found out. I think the other day that was like already in theaters.
The same. You know what? Whoever marketed this movie marketed fucking Transformers 1. Like Transformers 1 made the worst marketing. It didn't make no sense because when you saw the movie, it was nothing like the promotional material. Mm-hmm. And that movie was fire. And that's another movie that made $1 in the box office.
Yeah, and I heard they canceled the second one now.
Yeah, we got that next up. I mean, we had that in the topic. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in detail. Next up, man, the Karate Kid and the Cobra Kai star, Martin Cove.
Here we go.
My man was out here biting his co-star. I was dying when I saw this shit. I saw this and I made this a topic immediately, and no lie, Red the next day was like, yo, started talking about, I'm like, yo, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this freaking interaction. So I have the clip here of the interaction that she had with him with the cops.
I mean, before we jump into the clip, like, and from what my understanding is, he was talking to someone. He was talking to someone, and then she snuck up behind him or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, from the sneaker behind, he kind of like grabbed the arm and like bit down on the arm or something like that. Right? He didn't really know who it was at first. He just went and bit down on the arm or something like that, and then like whatever like that. And then she freaked out, and then that's how we all got to the craziness. They said that he was kind of pissed off because she interrupted the conversation that he was having or something like that.
Nah, so that's why I wanted to play the clip, because this is the police body cam of what happened. They both actors are there, and they talking about what happens, what transpired. So let's get into it.
I think that was the husband that was
fight people. That is not okay.
That is assault.
And it's 100% up to her if she wants to pursue charges. I'd like to understand why you did that.
I apologize. I was just playing because we're very playful together, and I bit down too hard, and I meant to.
She's got a mouth mark on her.
I know.
No, we do not play like that. I
apologize.
No, I am really pissed. You have left a mark on my body, which in your 80-year-old brain you think is play. Sir, were you raised in a ditch? Is that how people treated you when you were a child? You yelled at me. The audacity. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
You definitely should not have done that when you are in the wrong.
I'm very sorry that I got angry because I was indulging in something improper by doing that, and I'm very sincerely sorry.
Photography evidence of it.
I don't see no more.
Is this not insane to you?
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, I mean, there's a camera footage. You know, sometimes you can't pick it up if the cop is saying it's there. But yeah, I don't. Regardless of if it was a nibble or a bite, like, why is he putting his lips on her arm, bro? Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is like
on the inside arm too.
Yeah, that's weird. The inside of the arm, like, in the outside is like, all right, cool, that's like accessible. But the inside, what was you doing? Why was your arm like accessible like this? Like, that's dirty work. Inside bite. That's hurt.
To me, that backs up the story that she came from behind. Because for you to get the inside arm, I mean, you had to come from behind for somebody to pull your arm forward and then bite the inside of your arm or something like that. So I think that part of the story is true, that she came up to him from behind and then, like, you know, he got upset that somebody interrupted his conversation and then just bit the arm or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of still crazy to bite someone, but I mean, he's apologizing. So I mean, I don't know, right?
Like, she called the cops. Like, this is not like a person that you know, a regular fan or somebody that's like that he doesn't know. This is like a co-star. Like, you guys were in a show like not too long ago, and this is like a convention. Like, y'all all at the same spot, your same booth. That's crazy. Like,
I mean, it's weird because everything I hear about Martin Kove is like he's a very nice guy. He's a stand-up guy. Like, you know, like every fan interaction with him I've heard was good or something like that. So it's weird to see him in a situation like this now. Like, it's crazy. Like,
yo, my man, there was a video that came out not too long ago with Bill Hader. You know, you guys know who Bill Hader is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he said back in the days, like before, like he got into like he was starting off in acting in Hollywood, that he was a driver for a lot of these actors, and he was talking about how one of the actors that he had to drive around quite a few times was this guy, Martin Kove, and he was just like, he had this whole story like how like the dude's been like weird, right? Like he would like he would tell him to make a left, right, when he's supposed to make a right, and he would get them lost, right, deliberately, right. And he's like, I know why he did it. He did it because he didn't know the line. Like, he was going to set and he didn't know his lines, so he was buying himself some time to learn these lines to get to set and be on and whatever. So he said he was late one day. He took him to set, and after he picked him up after set, Martin asked him, "Hey, listen, are you like upset with me?" He's like, "No, I'm good. I'm not upset." He's like, "Yo, what kind of ice cream do you like? What kind of milkshake you like?" He's like, "Milkshake?" He's like, "Yeah, what kind do you like? You like vanilla or you like chocolate?" And he was like, "Yeah, chocolate." He's like, "Oh, let's go to McDonald's. I get you a milkshake." He drives us to McDonald's. Martin goes inside, comes out, drinking the milkshake, sits in the back of the seat and goes, "All right, I'm good." They didn't offer him the milkshake, just drink his milkshake. and he said that it was fucked up. But he was talking about it in a joking way. He's not talking shit about him. He's just saying like that. Just, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not mad at him. He said we're good friends now. But it was just a weird kind of like situation. I'm like, oh, that's. I'm sure he explains it way better than I do. I'm terrible at explaining things, but I was just dying when he said that shit. Oh man, yeah. More of the story, man. Stop. Don't bite people, bro. Just keep your lips off skin. That's not yours.
I mean,
don't drink other people's milkshakes
unless you get consent.
I mean, you know, I can't say that I blame him. You know, fine as woman, but you know, yeah, you gotta keep your lips to yourself, bro.
He's I can't blame.
You gotta show you straight, my guy. You gotta wait for consent before you do stuff like that. You can't do that. This is all willy-nilly, bro. You can't bite people without consent, man. You know, I know you just wanted a taste, but you can't be doing that, bro.
Oh man, I knew it. It was coming.
It's true, man. It's crazy, man. She was bad. She was big bad too. She said, "In your idiot brain, were you born in a ditch?" I said, "Oh shit,
man, bro." Like, you're not even friends. And they're like, what would you like? All right, cool. Like, hypothetically, like if that happened to you, right? If you went behind him and you gave him a hug and he bit you an arm, are you calling the cops or are you just gonna handle it right then and there? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm not going behind no guy hugging him, but if I was to hypothetically do this and he bit me, I'm punching him in the back of his 80-year-old head. What the hell are you talking about? What you bit me for, bro?
So you're not calling the cops? I'm not calling the cops.
I'm not calling the cops. But we're dudes. It's different for her. Like, you know, we're dudes. I'm slapping him in the back of his head. Like, bro, did you just bite me?
It's one of those bites, like and like slap in the back of the head, like
yeah. Slapping him in the back of the head,
bro.
What you doing, bro? Lost your mind? No, they gonna be like, because you know, once you feel the slap, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm really sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. You know how to slap you back to reality, but we good now, bro. Come on, now. Let's go make this money.
But the question is, right? So now we flip it. So if it was Scarlett Johansson and he was hugging from behind and she bit you, you calling the cops or you slapping her on the back of the head?
I'm like, you want to take another bite, baby? Come on.
Yep, you knew that was coming.
Why are you setting them up, bro? Like,
yeah, because I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, it wouldn't be bad. It's just
you want to bite the other arm? You know, so I can have a matching set.
I want to feel the pain on both sides, bro. Now I feel uneven.
Don't worry, we ain't gotta tell your husband. It's all right.
I just want to hurt so good.
Make me feel good. Make me feel
good. Don't nobody have to know.
Go ahead, Ron.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
No,
Charlotte, I'm out here for you, baby. Anytime you want to leave him, I'll be your Stedman.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh man. Next up, man, we got and it's funny. I unless Mahershala Ali is not out in the public eye like that, I'm surprised that this is the first time if someone asked him a question about Blade. I feel like no one ever asked. Like, if I saw him, I'm like, yeah, what's going on with Blade? You know, what's happening with that? But no. So finally someone had the boss ask.
No.
When was the
I'm
last
just
time you
taking
saw
it
him?
a day at a time. I'm doing the best work I can. I just did a movie called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother that I'm very excited about, that I got to scratch my stunts itch. You know, got to do some sword work in that, and it's a wonderful story. I would love for Blade to happen. We'll see. I don't know where Marvel is at right now. I'm looking for the next great part. I really am.
Chill, bro. Don't talk yourself out the role, man. Don't let them talk you out of your role, bro. Chill. I know. I see the frustration in your voice, bro. I hear it.
It's funny. It's funny because he said it. I guess this was like the second time they asked. Because the first time someone asked him a question, he wasn't like pissed off about it. I think do we have it?
Another act.
This one here. He was a little more like.
Movie we're really hoping to see soon. When will you start filming Blade?
Call Marvel. I'm ready. Let them know I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hope.
That second one was frustration right there. He's like,
yeah,
because we talking about Jurassic Park or whatever else I'm doing right now. Like, stop bringing that shit up. Like, you know, ain't nothing going on right now. Like, why are you trying to get a soundbite?
To be honest, this was like, you know, he schedules his program, his lifestyle, right, and all his projects, so it could be like a year of Mahershala Ali, right? It was supposed to be Jurassic Park in July now, right, and then it's supposed to be Blade in October. And we didn't, you know, it was supposed to be like this, you know, this is Mahershala Ali's year. He's popping this year. So like now everything's kind of more stagnant. They are working. I mean, we reported it last week that Blade is back on, you know, is back on track for a 2028 release. But yeah, that's just too, like, come on, 10 years at this point in time. Like, that's just too much. Like, come on. What are you guys doing? Get yourself,
Yo,
next up,
I'm gonna let you know right now, Mahershala. We don't have that techno style like the first Blade is. You ain't You ain't going nowhere, my guy. You ain't got that bird. Yeah, should they start off with that, bro? It's over. I know why he got mad too. I know why he got mad. He saw Deadpool and Wolverine the other day. He said, "There's only one blade. So there's going to be one blade." He's like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
the nostalgia goggles in me will love to have the techno music, but at the same time, I want it to be his own thing. I don't want it to be like try to be like the old blade.
It's gonna be dubstep.
But I want it, but I want it to have his own identity.
Nah, that Blade 2 soundtrack, bro, I think that was the most fire soundtrack that was ever created for a movie, bro.
I against I.
This song's on that soundtrack I listen to this day, bro. Like, to this day. Blade 2 soundtrack. That song was fire, bro. That soundtrack was, and it was all legit. It was techno people that teamed up with rap people and they made songs together, bro. That soundtrack was crazy fire, bro. And it's hard to find, bro. I gotta see if Amazon got the disc, bro, or something like that. Because I was trying to find the album on Spotify to like put it up to make the album. It was hard to find, bro. But I know all the songs for the shit. Cause I have the Blade 2 CD at home. But I'm trying to find it on Spotify and Apple, and it's hard to find, bro. Like, that album was fire, bro. I love that album.
Word. Shout out Mos Def.
Word. I against I. Flesh of my flesh and mind of my mind. Two of a kind, but one won't survive.
Word. I'm trying not to do it. Yeah. That's my shit too.
The image reflects in my enemy's eye, and the image reflects in mine at the same time.
That club scene comes close to the first one though.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm done.
No, you good. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this dude's last name. I'm terrible at pronunciation, but Dennis Villeneuve, yeah. So he pretty much been tapped to
Villeneuve, sorry.
Huh?
Villanueva?
Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Villanueva.
Yeah, so he's pretty much being tapped to direct James Bond. So right after Dune, he's going to be the new director. Not sure if he's who?
He said good to James Bond. So isn't he dead?
It said Bond 26. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it's gonna be a reboot. I think they're gonna go right back to maybe have a younger
it's
James
gonna be
Bond.
A brand new story.
It's gonna be a new Bond.
Yeah, I hope they go younger. Yeah, they can go younger, but I know they got the game coming out next year. That pretty much tells the story of how he started, and so I don't know.
They have Ralph Fiennes coming back as M.
They probably gonna do a whole different jump off.
Yeah.
They had Judi Dench coming back as M for years until they killed off her character in Skyfall.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they brought in Ray Fiennes to be M. Which the original M was a man though, so Judi Dench was like the offset for M when the Pierce Brosnan series started.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that this movie's gonna look beautiful. This movie is gonna be fucking shot beautifully, bro. Like this guy is attention to the details crazy when it comes down to him. So
I really think Tom Cruise is missing an opportunity to keep his Ethan Hunt character going by casting younger. I feel like you should cast younger. Like you're done, pass the role on to somebody else, man. You can keep those Mission Impossible movies going, bro.
I feel like that it's not done. The ending really kind of left it open.
Well, Tom Cruise is crazy as fuck, so he's probably not going to be done. He's gonna find something. He's gonna get bored, and he's gonna what? I feel like jumping off for something and
he's gonna think about the movies be based on a stunt that he thought of.
Yeah.
You know what? I could jump off the International Space Station and
build a story around that.
Build a story about that.
All right, Macquarie. All right, you got me. All right.
Yeah,
he
he's
literally
not.
made a movie about walking on the side of the tallest building in the world, bro. Like, come on, like, it's like what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they kind of left it because they could have killed them off and it would have been it. But like they kept him alive and the team kind of separated. But yeah, I mean, things won't be the same without Ving. You killed him off, so like come on. You need the guy in the chair, bro. The guy in the chair is very important.
I mean, they still got my guy. He basically graduated to that. He graduated to that position by the end. He was pushing that your team situation through the whole last movie. So yeah, it's good. Even though I'm tight, I'm mad too. But yeah, they did it right. He took over.
This movie is like, yo, it's about like everything being done at the perfect time. At the perfect second, bro. It was like nothing could have been off. I'm like, yo, this is the chances of things happening the way they wanted to happen is crazy.
The only thing I like about the Mission Impossible movies, though, well, I should say the only thing, but one of the things I really like is how well the team know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Benny got shot, he knew he had to hide that from Tom Cruise, or Tom Cruise would have never left to go do what he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like when he finally left, he said, "Okay, finally." And that's when he revealed that he got shot. And she's like, "Oh my God, Benny!"
Mm-hmm.
But he knew if he showed Tom that he got shot, he wasn't going to go. He wasn't going to go do what he had to do to get the final piece. So that's how much the team is all about the mission. Like they knew they have to lie to each other sometimes about how they really feeling or how they really are to get what needs to be done. So that's what I like. That's what I like about them.
Yeah.
Right.
They did my boy Ving dirty though, man. They killed him dirty, boy. Oh, oof.
That run scene is crazy. Yo, there's a car right there, bro. You ran past 18 cars.
He was dead. He was dead anyway.
Next up, man, we have. So this is cool. So there's reportedly 5 Transformer projects in development at Paramount. One of them, my man Michael Bay, is making his return. He is directing. I don't know if it's the next Transformers movie or it's like something that's
Michael Bay. Please sit your ass down.
You said sit his ass down?
Yeah, sit his ass down.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Bay Formers at its time. They were good for their time, but after Rise of the Beast, like bro, he's not topping Rise of the Beast, bro. He's not topping that. Sit his ass down, bro.
Yeah. Nah, listen. If he's not writing the movie, it's gonna be fantastic. If he's writing the movie, then I agree with you. But if it's someone else that's writing it and it's not Robert Arkai, like that movie, he is great when it comes down to like, for some odd reason, like Transformers kind of like lost his kind of sauce when it came down to the big spectacles. But again, like the last couple of movies just had been very boring. Like they were not that great, but like the scale of those movies were pretty dope. But yeah, Rise of the Beast was dope. But I hope they continue that because they, I think one of the projects it says it's a live action film with Josh Cooley set to direct. Another one is a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover, and 2 additional projects in early stages. So I'm hoping that Rise of the Beast is the crossover that's going to be with G.I. Joe. I'm hoping
it gotta be though. That's what
that's the one they announced it on. So it gotta be that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope that they continue that same the same characters, like having Anthony Ramos come back and Shorty, I forgot her name, from Swarm. So I really hope so, man. I mean that's dope. As long as they don't mess up, other timelines or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. 5 projects a lot, and I'm surprised that we didn't get a Transformers 1 sequel. Because that would have been nice. Because that
away from that.
That movie was really good.
I mean, how do we go from Rise of the Beast to Transformers 1? That was a jump for me, but
Well, Transformers 1 was just that was just their animation department that they wanted to do both. But not for nothing, like Transformers 1 was like a really solid film, and it didn't make any money. So people kind of equate money with success. And I don't know, it sucked, man, because that movie should have made a lot more money. I think that shit only made like, I'm saying only, but 300 million or something like that.
I don't remember how much it had. It's just I'm tired of these metrics, bro. Like this shit didn't make $1 billion, so nah, we're not doing it. I don't get it, bro. Like how y'all the whole purpose of your company is to understand the consumer so you can put out, I mean, it doesn't have to be a good product, but understand you got to put out a product if you want to get that ROI from your consumers. And I don't understand why it seems like these things are so hard for these people to do. You get good projects, you don't follow up with them, or you cancel them early if it's like a TV series or something. But you keep going back to the same old stuff that worked like years and years ago, whether it be back from the 80s or 90s, or even going back now to Michael Bay. It's like we already set up a whole new timeline. If y'all doing the G.I. Joe thing, like he said, it's the same timeline that y'all just set across and away from this dude Michael Bay. Why are we going back to this dude again? I'm not hating on him at all, but listen, he did that wasn't my Transformers for me personally. But y'all corrected it. Now we going back to that again? It's like, yeah, I don't know, man.
I guess that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about as far as like monetization. Like, you know, you got Transformers 1. I'm looking at it right now. It made $129 million worldwide, right? And then you look at like movies like was it Transformers Revenge of the Fallen made $836 million. Dark of the Moon made $1.1 billion. And I'm not trying to hit them all, but let's do the Last Night, which was like probably the worst one. It made $605 million. Was that did Michael Bay direct that one? I think he did, right? That was the last one he did, right?
No, I think it was one of his proteges directed that one.
So then would it be
that was him? Was that the first one they was talking about, the Romeo and Juliet laws and shit?
Nah, Romeo and Juliet, that was Age of Extinction.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
So that movie made $1.1 billion as well. So like, so they're looking at it as like, yo, we got rid of Michael Bay, we got these other creators, and these movies are not even breaking $300 million, and we've been making $1.1 billion. So let's bring this dude back in. He has a base. And let's try to make these $1 billion movies, which I don't know if it's gonna be like that easy, because I think people just not going to the theaters like that anymore. Especially like, but like I mean, when you look at Paramount and you look at Michael Bay, by metrics, he made that company $5.7 billion in his tenure there.
Are we gonna destroy the Earth now? Because Unicron's Earth, so. Are we gonna destroy the planet? Is that where we're going? Other than that, I don't know what else we're doing.
I think I think that timeline is I think they what you call it, retconned, right?
So now you're gonna bring them back in the
because they are conversations of bringing Shia LaBeouf back, and he died in the original ones. Well, they said he died, right? They said he died.
It was rumored that he died.
Yeah, so they're trying to bring them back and bring, you know, the original cast. I know, who's clamoring at the bits? My man Tyrese. He's like, oh man, call me, call me.
You need something to do between the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, he's like, yo, call me. I'm available. Josh Duval or something like that.
Dumel, they all probably available right now.
Call me, Anthony. Bring Anthony Anderson back, bro. People forget that he was in those movies. Bring him back.
Bring my man Cornbread back too. You know what I mean?
Bring Cornbread. Bring freaking Will Trent back. Bring him back.
Word up.
Bring Will Trent back.
Bring Will Trent back. Word up.
You gonna bring anybody back? Better bring back John Goodman as Hound, boy. That was my boy. That shit, boy.
John Goodman, yeah.
John Goodman is Hound, boy.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like Michael Bay is very questionable on how he creates these characters. A lot of them are problematic. There's some ones that's like a little racist, but the good ones, they like John Goodman, like that's a good character. That was a dope ass character.
Bro,
even Megatron, Hugo Weaving did a good job.
Yeah, the shotgun, boy. He's like, oh, shit, let me put my pants. Nigga pants falling down while he's playing, bro.
What was
that? Was crazy, man. That was my dude.
Age of Extinction, right? What was the main villain's name? The Lamborghini. Like he was dope.
Lockdown,
right? He was a menace, bro. I loved him.
He's fire though.
He's fire. He's fire, man. That was dope, man. Even like
yo, Extinction. I'm sorry, that song that they used to promote that shit. That song was fire, bro.
Michael Bay had good fucking soundtracks in them shits, bro. Like, I mean, he can't use Linkin Park anymore. Linkin Park is like,
rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah. So, but
I mean, the band is still together, but he's just not the lead singer anymore. I didn't have a female lead singer now.
Yeah. But they, he does really well with soundtracks. So he incorporates the music into the filmmaking. So it's like it matches. But let's see, man. It may be a dud. It may not. Who knows, man? And it hasn't been confirmed 100%. Like he hasn't said anything on his Twitter. Normally he's like he kills a lot of these rumors, but he hasn't said anything. So I don't know. It'll be dope, man. It'll be dope to see the old cast back. My man Shia LaBeouf, not screaming Michaela. You know what I mean? Like
Bumblebee! No, he wasn't never screaming her name. He's screaming for the car. He's screaming on the Autobots name.
Bumblebee!
Autobots!
Bay!
Bumblebee!
Nah, you gotta bring Jazz back, bro. But you gotta bring Jazz and you gotta bring freaking Eddie Winslow back too.
No, Jazz stay gone, bro. We don't even gotta do that no more. Jazz stay gone.
Disrespectful, bro.
You gotta bring John Toretto back, bro. Not just John Toretto.
The way he died was so crazy.
Totoro, my bad.
The way he died was so crazy. You gotta leave him dead, bro. That was like the most gulliest kill ever, bro. So you want a piece of me, make a choice? No, I want two.
Like damn.
And not only did he rip him in half, but when he saw Prime, he threw the 2 parts.
Like, he just tossed him, bro. Like that was disrespectful, bro.
He's like Prime. He just threw the parts.
Oh man, just kept it moving like ain't nothing happened, bro. Like, oh word, all right, you here now, cuz? Now the party start, bro. That was crazy. Disrespectful.
He's like Prime as he throwing the parts away. Prime. Now the real fight begins. Let's go. Like, bro,
was Alan Tudyk in that one? And the one of those
he was in the third. The
who?
Yeah, the third one.
Alan Tudyk, right? He was like the bot. He was like the chauffeur, right?
The chauffeur for John Turturro. Yeah.
It might be everywhere, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's always
a good like side actor, just pop up in random spots in movies, bro. Like,
yeah. Yeah, Transformers is like a guilty pleasure, man. I like them to a fault, man. I think
the last one was Michael Bay. Yeah, the one that was bad. Yeah, it was Michael Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Michael Bay?
Yeah, last night director was Michael Bay.
Ay, coño. Who wrote it? Is it Robert Hawkeye? That guy.
I could look that up right now too, huh?
That's just as Robert Hawkeye or fucking Michael Bay. Yeah. Bendito. What was that shit called? Transformers last night?
The writers was Michael Bay, Ken Nolan, Akivia Goldsman, and that's definitely not Anthony Hopkins. Google, what are you saying, bro? What did Anthony Hopkins come for as a writer, bro?
He was in there.
Yo, that means they all Red, you're not wrong. They have all the actors have writing credits because they all gave notes to the movie.
Oh, okay.
That means they was like, that doesn't work. Add this. So this show's improv, bro. This movie's improv.
So okay, so you got improv credit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you have Mark Wahlberg, Ken was that his last name?
Watanabe. Yeah.
He got writing credits.
So we're gonna say probably Michael Bay, Ken Nolan, and Kevia Goldsman, then are the writers.
Yeah, which is fine. Like having three writers is pretty normal. Having one writer is optimal. But yo, if you got last night, you got 20 people on your writing crew. Yeah, that's crazy.
The story was written. Okay, AI. I love AI got the answers now. The last night was written by Art Markham, Matt Holloway, and Ken Nolan. The story was written by Akivia Goldsman, Art Markham, Matt Holloway, Ken Nolan. The film was directed by Michael Bay. So I guess Michael Bay must have just added some stuff to it. But the main story was written by Art Markham, Matt Holloway, and Ken Nolan.
Damn. So the main story was written by three people.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got shit.
Too many hands in the pot.
Too many hands in the pot, man. All right. We got one more before we head out, man. Review. So have you all seen Ironheart?
I've seen it.
Yep.
Okay. We all seen Ironheart? Okay. So
that's what I was about to say. I saw it during my week, but yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it as well. I'm like, I've seen Ironheart. What the hell? Thoughts? Yeah, thoughts. I don't want to go first. Stinky, how was Ironheart for you?
Was it me? Is it me? Just me? I'm sorry. It's just me. She's supposed to be playing like a college teen, right, or something like that. Like,
yeah, they all supposed to be playing teenagers. They're not teenagers, bro. They look old.
Bro. Because when I look at her, I say, she got like real old face, bro. Like, I'm sorry. It's like,
yeah, Dominic throwing shit like 27, something like that.
Yeah, I look at her age and it says she's 27. I said, bro, no wonder. Because when I looked at her, I said, this shorty look like she in her 30s or something like that, bro. Like, it don't look like she, bro.
They didn't even try to DH, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I say she look like a college teen right now, bro. Like, no, she look like she in her 30s, bro. I mean, you could be in your 30s in college, but not somebody fresh out of high school.
And mind you, this show was shot 3 years ago. She was 3 years younger than that. Now she's you know what I mean? So she's 27 now. When she filmed it, she was like in the 24.
24.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So she looked old then.
She's gonna age out the role. She's gonna age out the role real fast.
Nah, I think she's gonna like plateau right now. She's kind of been looking the same since the last couple of movies. So hopefully, I hope that, I like her.
Because when she in Wakanda Forever, she didn't look bad, but like this one, I said she looks significantly older than she did in Wakanda Forever, though, bro. Like she looks. We went through hard times.
Okay, so I mean, Stinky, do you need time to think about?
No, I'll just wait for you guys to finish.
Oh, okay, because I'll just pass it over to someone else if you need time.
Oh no. I was gonna say it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I went into it, so I was watching it and I was working at the same time, and then I was just like, okay, I'm really tired. I need to go take a nap. So I paused it. I woke up. I was like, oh yeah, I still got like an episode and change to watch of the show. I was already on the last bit of the third episode. I was just like, no way I watched all 3 episodes. So to me, it felt like it could have been squished into 2 episodes instead of the 3. I felt like they spent a little too much time doing character development, which is fine. But yeah, it could have just been 2 episodes.
Okay. Yeah. Fresh Prince.
I feel like the opposite of what he said. Like you just said to shorten it down. To me, that's what I didn't like about it, is that it already felt like it was truncated, and there wasn't enough story for the other characters, which makes you not care about like the other characters, like the heist characters. All together, like I really enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I felt like her charisma with everybody is cool. It's really good, especially my man Zeke. We find out at the end. Like I feel like in I like every scene individually, like the chemistry that goes on in every scene, but because of how it feels truncated, like they already cut it down. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know. People said it was a slow burn, but I felt like it was just too episodic to be put together. I mean, too serialized to be put together like that. Because we just went from basically heist, and then we got little bits of storytelling from each character up until that point. But like again, it's about to be over next week, so it's like it already feels mad short. So again, I had fun with it. Like I'll probably rate it a 4. I'm not gonna go into every little thing I liked about it, but music, like the songs that they use for certain things, I thought was very, very cool. Like Sinnerman and the Shaka Khan, when they dropped in at certain points, they were thematically important where they were dropped in as well, just not needle drops for the sake of needle drops. So I thought that was cool. But yeah. I feel like I want a little bit more, and even though we got 3 more episodes next week, I don't feel like I'm gonna get everything that I want as far as being another type of series where we're stretched out a little bit longer. Maybe we would have got like 8 episodes instead of 6. But I like what's going on with the themes. I like the parallels to Tony Stark that they have with her, and her not realizing she's her own worst enemy right now in this situation. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I am looking forward to next week.
Yeah. For me, I agree with you. I feel like the show is definitely, you could tell there was a lot of tinkering.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of like movements, but again, this was shot back in 2021, and they weren't happy with the product they got, so they had to shift a couple of things around. And you could tell you could tell by watching it's like the pacing is not correct, because even I was kind of bored within the first 2 episodes a little bit. I was like, don't really care about these characters. I like Anthony Ramos's character. I like his cousin,
Johnny.
He was kind of cool, but it seems like a lot of characters were like not in the same movie, if that makes sense. Like they just didn't look like it was in the same thing. They were like caricatures of people.
Yeah, they're one-note characters. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, they're just one-note characters.
There's like caricatures. It was like how a person that's out of touch, like an out-of-touch white writer that's writing black characters. Like this is how they act. You know what I mean? Like it was like kind of one of those situations. Then I was like, and I was watching the first episode, I'm like, yo, why is she struggling so much? Like she helped save Wakanda. Why aren't they helping her? Like she should like have a plaque somewhere. Like why they couldn't talk to MIT for her? Like she saved Wakanda. She helped save Wakanda. Yeah, she didn't want to keep the suit, but yo, they should have. That country was rich, and they could have blessed her. But yeah, she's like squabbling for money for parts. But anyway, that's near there. What else? Yikes. I get it. They want to do the whole like, Tony Stark, him, he's successful because he's rich. But then like, yo, like he made his first suit in a cave with a box of scraps. like that Mark 1 he made in the cave. He didn't need money for that. What else? And the ones again, there's like little things. Like overall, like I think the 3rd episode was much stronger, and it had me kind of glued. Like, oh wow, this is like kind of crazy. Like I want to see what happens episode 4, 5, and 6. Like I want to see the whole like. I felt like we was gonna get the Mephisto reveal or some reveal. I'm like, oh, we're about to get something. He's talking crap. So I'm looking forward to seeing that aspect, because I think Anthony Ramos does a great job, and I think that he's definitely underrated. I do like the the subtle like Puerto Rican flag and the soul Borinquen tattoos. That's kind of dope. Even though his last name, what was his name? Is something Robbins, right? Like there's not it's a non-Hispanic last name.
Parker Robbins.
Parker Robinson. I'm like, oh, but that's cool. I take that. I take that little shoehorn, representation.
Well, you saw who his father is though, right?
Nah, did I miss that? Who was his father?
It was on the billboard. When they showed the billboard, I forgot the dude's name, but he's been in everything. Like you'll recognize him when he pops up next week, because I think that's the point of his whole plan right now. I think his pops is like in league with these people, and I think I don't know what happened or why he got a vendetta, but I did see that the homeboy's name was Robbins on the poster on the wall, so it got to be connected to him. This whole situation. So yeah, I'm waiting to see that. But his pops is in all types of movies, playing all types of diverse characters too, though. You're gonna recognize him when he pop up.
Okay. It's probably is that dude from Training Day? You like that guy's
was he in Training Day? No, that's not what I'm talking about. No.
He plays every
No, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Not him. It's an older dude. I feel like he was in Shaft and I know he was. I think he was in The Wire. He's in a lot of stuff, bro. But I don't remember the dude's name right now. But he's an older. He's like an older Hispanic Filipino looking type dude.
Damn, you got me thinking now. I'm like, I got to do some deep search.
He look like he could be half black too. He's another one of those racially ambiguous dudes.
You talking about the light skin looking dude that always have that mole on his like?
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
The mole on where?
Yep.
Yeah, like a mole on his face or something like that. Like.
Yeah, on his cheek or something. Yeah. That's exactly.
Paul Calderon.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I've seen him before. Can you
pull it up? Can you pull it up? Let me see who you're talking about.
Yeah, Paul Calderon. Share screen real quick.
Is it like a big ass mole? Right?
Yep. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I could be wrong too, but it looked like that's who. Like they had like one of the mayor type posters hanging up. Like it looked like that's who it was, and then I know it said Robbins on it, so that got to be his pops, bro.
Yeah, so
he got a vendetta out for his pops for some reason.
That's what's up. Yeah, that was cool. I mean, that'd be nice if you see that.
He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican, 1952. Yeah, like I think I mentioned the side characters. Don't really care about the side characters, unless it changes. But I really don't care. I mean, they didn't give us much to kind of like sink our teeth in. What else?
I do like the relationship. I know people said, like, I heard people saying the AI is like annoying. I really like their relationship, and I like the parallels of her like having to deal with this trauma. She's not dealing with this shit, and it's almost the same way in the comics with Tony, but because they're not using him. Like, I like the way they're doing this as far as her being a piece of the trauma, but also helping her work through it as well. Like, I'm really liking that. That part is keeping me locked into the story.
I feel you, bro, but at the same time, the AI is not freaking practical at all, bro. Like,
yeah,
what good is your freaking AI if it's freezing up on you when you have a gun pointed at your freaking face, bro?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hooked up, it was hooked up to her, bro. She got to fix that trauma, bro.
Bro, the AI had a panic attack, not her. She was saying, "Yo, close the lid."
Bro, it took Tony Stark, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk to create freaking Ultron, right? It took them like, she
had a cheat code though. She
made her in her dreams, bro. Like, she was sleeping and it was happening, bro.
But she had the cheat code from Wakanda though. She already had the source code for Griot though, so she already had like probably 90% of this shit done already for her.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. But it was cool. It was cool to see her. I mean, I would say the friend is what had I wouldn't say she was, to be honest, she was more likable. I liked her more than I liked Ironheart, to be honest. Like, she had she was more animated for me. Yeah. Now, I don't want to give it too much shit because it's only 3 episodes. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go like, oh my god, I can't stand this, can't stand that. I want to finish it. And as of right now, the 3rd episode left me in the position where I want to see more. So, the 1 and 2 was not as solid for me, but 3 was fine. I will say overall maybe like a 4 out of 5 for the first 3. How about you, Red? How did you feel about Ironheart?
Finally, the king gets to talk. Now let me stop. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I didn't have the pacing issue. I get that you guys are talking about. Like I felt like the pace was pretty good. I didn't get bored with it either. My only issue is like they fluctuate her intelligence a lot. Like 1 minute she's a super genius, the next minute she can't figure out a way out of a tin can. Like basically, you know, like saying like, oh, she needs money to make stuff. Like I did the Obadiah Stane shit, like you said, like yo, so Tony Stark made a suit with scraps in a cave, like yo, bro, like you know, it's like yo, come on, bro, like. You're supposed to be on that level. Like, you're supposed to be able to do the same thing he's doing. So, I mean, that's my only thing. My only gripe was about it. Like, saying that she needed money. Oh, I need money to do this. I need money to do that. Like, nah, bro. You're supposed to be able to just find the scraps that you need in a junkyard and do what you got to do to build the shit together. But that's nitpicking at the same time. So, I'm not going to nitpick it. But
yeah, she made her first suit in Wakanda Forever with no money.
Yeah.
And that suit was dope.
I like the relationship with the mother. I think the mother was what finally got her to help, you know, accept the AI, because she was the first she wasn't feeling the AI. And she's telling the AI to avoid the mother seeing her. When the mother seen her, she realized that she was AI. The mother was happy that, you know, that she was the AI, and then it was weird that the mother gave her tips on like how to get Riri to accept her and stuff like that, like as the AI and stuff like that. Like, but then I'm at the same time, I'm still like, yo, I wouldn't accept you as AI if inflection. Like, somebody had a gun to my face and I'm telling you, lower the metal flap, and you over here having a panic attack. And I had to get saved by the villain over here because you couldn't lower my flap. Like, you know what I'm saying? All you have to do is lower the mask down. Like my AI having a panic attack would be a no-go for me. You got to like, yo, you got to upgrade yourself to not have panic attacks. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, sis. Like,
the mother was like, yo, can you make one with Gary? Can you make another one with Gary? She's like, no.
She could. The crazy part, she could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the introduction of you know, Obadiah's son. I like the introduction of him. You know, so that's the connection to like the Stark's world and stuff like that. I do like the Nally AI, but I feel like the Nally AI need to be more useful. Like, I feel like she does too much back talking, especially when she's asking her to do shit. Like, sis, now's not the time to back talk me. If I'm telling you to do something, bro. Like, this is not a debate. Like, yo, do what I fucking tell you to do. Like, yo, like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. What else? I felt it was dumb when she that last mission with the cloak shit. I feel like that was like an issue that she didn't need to expose herself. Like, I feel like that shit was just not smart, bro. Like, and even the AI was warning her, like, yo, you're gonna get caught. Don't do that. Stop doing this shit. It's going to meter's going off. It's like
just pulse.
She's not listening. Like she's not even listening. Like, bro, the cloak wasn't even that issue. Like, it wasn't even a serious issue, bro. Like, to be honest, what he has done hasn't even been super egregious yet for her to even say, I gotta figure out what that cloak is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really hasn't even done stuff yet for her to do that. In this episode, in that episode, he did it. The stuff that say, oh shit, we gotta find out what's in that cloak. This nigga's over here disappearing and chilling. But like in the first episode, he didn't even do nothing that made you say, oh, what's in the cloak? Like, why we gotta find out what's in the cloak. That was weird, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, all he did was shoot a guard. Like,
but he did disappear though. He did disappear a couple of times. They're like, yo, what's that? Like, what is that? Like, he's holding his breath. What's going on with that? I need to find out what tech is that. R.I.P. Eric Andre.
It's this. Oh, it's this. At the same time, mind your business. Nobody's that. He's not actually what's in your suit. Mind your business. What's in his coat? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so mama was like, "Yo, you go ahead and take a piece, bro. I'm giving you a piece. If I could corrupt another mind, I'd let you take a piece."
Mephisto special, baby. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. How bad you want it?
Question. They only explained the cloak, right? They never talked about the boots, right?
No.
Okay, because
I had a feeling it was. Yeah, but I had a feeling it wasn't. But yeah, it's supposed to be both. Yeah.
All I know when they finally reveal my guy, it's gonna be big issues in the Marvel universe, bro. Like,
it's weird, and it's a weird pairing between Ironheart and Mephisto, right? But like, if yeah, he's cooked. My thing, I was talking to Fresh Prince. I think offline. I was texting him about because I guess we was watching it around the same time. I was like, oh, I guess they're gonna kind of like dive into the whole like her being, having tech and magic. Like she's gonna wield them both. Like her suits are gonna be like magic filled.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they was gonna do with Doctor Strange in Endgame when it was a scrap concept, but he was supposed to wear the suit. Doctor Strange was supposed to wear one of the Mark suits.
I feel like they rushed the gun and killing Tony Stark too fast, and with the end game because there were so many suits that Tony made that they could have shown in movies that like would have been fire, bro. You had the Asgardian armor suit, you had the Uru suit, you had the freaking
Celestial Killer.
Bro, there was so many suits, bro. Like,
bro.
Like they X them out too quick, bro. They should have brought. If he wanted to leave, I would have recasted Tony Stark, bro. I know that's people like what? No, I feel like these heroes have to be recasted, bro. Like when they get too old,
too attached, bro.
When they get too old and they age out, you have to. I'm not. That's my thing. I'm not attached to the actor. I'm attached to the characters, bro. That's my thing. Like, I just need a actor that's gonna play the character really great, and that's it. But like Hugh Jackman would say, I don't want to do Wolverine no more. I'm like, thank you for all you've done. Please pick another great Wolverine. That's all I'm gonna be like, bro. Like,
I think they're gonna do that though. I think sooner or later they're gonna have to reboot the fucking MCU. They can't keep going with this shit,
bro. They get old now. They get old. And besides Hemsworth said. He literally can do Thor forever because there is stories with an older Thor where there's like old King Thor, Rune King Thor, so he can keep going that story even into his old age if he wants to, but the other stories like Captain America, when they age out, just switch them. I don't see why we gotta feel the need to kill off characters because people are getting too old to play them. Like it makes no sense to me. Like, just switch them.
Yeah.
Say you knew Tony Stark is this person. You knew Captain America is this person. You knew Hulk is this person. Switch them out. Like, there's no need to keep these old people in the roles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they got the joke like going on right now with Ryan Reynolds saying until you're 90. Like, he's like, yo, it's not live, bro. Like. Until you're 90.
Yeah, so, man, it'd be nice. It'd be nice for them to kind of like to do that where if you want to continue Iron Man, if you don't want to like totally recast or reboot the MCU, then just give us variants of fucking of Tony Stark and give us like new suits.
Secret Wars.
Yo, I don't even think it should be variants, bro. I think even that point is placating to people too much. It's like we grew up in an era where like we done seen so many iterations of so many different characters. It's like, yo, it's like a cult of personality out here nowadays, bro. I want Henry Cavill. That's my only Superman. Like, bro, it's done. You getting another Superman movie. Like, we still out here talking about recast T'Challa. Y'all people bitching over like who's the new Superman. It's like y'all got it though. Be happy. You getting a new Superman. Enjoy.
You know what's crazy to me, bro?
What the hell, bro?
People talking about like, oh, this person. You sat through a whole Batman series where they gave you 3 different Batmans playing the same character, and y'all didn't know for years. You didn't know that Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney were all the same Batman. That's all the same Batman. It's the same character. The story just continues on with the same people. That's it. Y'all didn't know that for years, but that's exactly what it was. It was the same Batman from Batman 1 until Batman and Robin. It's the same. That's supposed to be the same Batman going through that story. It's just that they use different actors. And nobody complained. Batman and Robin was whack, but nobody complained. Nobody said, oh, what's going on, man? This is not my Batman, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is what it is now. We have this privilege. People listen too much to online people. Just do what you gotta do for your story, man. You gotta replace the actor, bro. Like, that's it. Stop placating people online, man.
And we were just talking about Bond earlier. Like, we've seen at least going on our 4th iteration of like Bond right now, bro, in our lifetimes. And there was like probably 7. I mean, like probably like 3 or 4 more different versions we didn't see in our lifetime. It's like, what are we talking about, bro? I hate this notion of, oh, this actor is the only one that could play this part. Get out of here with that,
Roger
bro.
Moore,
this is ridiculous.
Timothy Dalton, Sean Connery.
Then that means you're never going to have these products again once this person dies. We're done. You never get to see that character again because this actor was the only person. Come on, man. That's madness.
Dang, we had 5 Bonds, bro. We had 5 Bonds.
All together or just in our lifetime?
I think in our lifetime.
Yeah, see?
5 Bonds. All together. I mean, I think some of them, some of the Bond movies was before our time, but
yeah, that's what I was saying. I know, yeah.
The Sean Connery Bonds was before our time, but he was James Bond.
Yeah, he
was James Bond. Yeah, because and there was another one. Oh shit, it was 6 because it was a Bond that he was Bond for one movie, and then I think it was Sean Connery, and then I think it went to
Roger Moore.
And then after Roger Moore was Timothy Dalton, and after Timothy Dalton was Pierce Brosnan, and after Pierce Brosnan was Daniel Craig.
Come on, man. What are we talking about right now?
I mean, just swap the characters. Swap the actors. I mean,
it's not that hard. It's not real life.
I'm not married to these actors. I'm married to the character. I want the character to keep going. Somebody who do the character, I don't care. Only do the character justice. I'm good with it, bro. Like, look, imagine if we said, oh, no one could be Joker because Jack Nicholson was the best Joker ever, bro. Like, we would never have a Heath Ledger Joker.
Exactly.
Because we keep marrying them to the actors to whoever the first person that played them, like.
Or even because Ledger passed. Now we can't do that no more. Nobody touches the Joker ever again now because he did it too well. This sounds crazy.
I mean, and there's somebody out there that will kill the Joker role. I mean, it's not Jared Leto, but there's somebody out there who will kill the Joker role. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I even like Cameron Monaghan's version on Gotham, bro. Like,
yeah,
I think that dude killed it and did like 3 versions himself of the Joker. It's like, come on, bro.
He was pretty good.
Come on, bro. Like, yeah,
he was Joker while being Joker.
I agree. All right. So back to Ironheart. What we rating this? I think you said 4, right? Fresh Prince?
Yeah, I gave it a solid 4.
I gave it a 4 too.
4? I gave it a 4 as well. Stinky?
4.
My man's eyes are closing.
Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, man. Fantastic Four is looking. I mean, we talked about it last week. We talked about it last week and said, "Yo, promotional material needs to ramp up ASAP." And what happens? Trailer drop, a whole bunch of like ads drop, and I'm like, "All right, cool. I like that.
Good looking.
Way better. Way better."
Stinky Eyes is in R. Kelly mode right now. He's like, I'm fighting for my life.
We're about to end it right now. We're about to end it right now, yo. For real.
I'm fighting for my life out here. Oh my god!
You guys got a 3-hour episode today, man.
Another one.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have a show next week. I'm gonna try to.
It's 4th of July.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in the country, so I'm
in the country.
Oh shit!
Yeah, sir.
We go.
So I ain't gonna throw my business out. I ain't trying to dox myself, bro. Nah, but yeah, we're gonna try to get something maybe pre-recorded, something so we can have something on Friday. But yeah, TBD. This is early on. So we're gonna end it on that note, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and chilling with us on this Friday night. Shout out to the 494 subscribers that we got in the last 20 days.
Nice.
Again, if you guys want to support the channel, become members, man. That's the best way to support the channel is to become a member. Everything is in the description. Our merch store is back open, so if you guys go to the description, all the merch stuff is there. I mean, it's pretty old merch, but at least we have something there if you guys want to cop some stuff. I will be working on some more designs. If you guys have any suggestions or any kind of like ideas we should do, let us know. Put it, write it down in the comment below. Give us some ideas. Yeah. Until that note, man, guys, we can catch y'all next week. Have a great weekend, and we see y'all hopefully next week. Peace.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Stay strapped up.
I think the girls with their nails done now.